Hello, I am the Ronin Born, and welcome to a twitch.tv/Ronin Born live stream on twitch.tv/Ronin Porn. Witty one-liner. Insert there. This is it, people. It's the day. Hello, Flaxy. Hello, Hologram 1. Hello, Dramacian. Hello, Prosecutor Walton. Hello, Nobot. Nobot was working today. Looks like he lost his head. I'll leave. Hello, why are there no names? Welcome to my official, whatever it is we're doing today. My official, finally the day has come, submission. My official, there's a lot of hyphens in this one. Official, finally the day has come, submission to Summer Games Done Quick 2019. Of Clustertruck noability %. There's a lot going on there, it's a mouthful. That's what we're doing today, people. We've been prepping, we've been training, we've been making sure that we can put in a sub 30-minute run, more or less, for the past, I don't know, 2 months, I suppose. I mean, we've been speed running for longer than that, but at a certain point I was just like, oh, God, I love GDQ. I'm a speed runner now, apparently. I'm an entertainer. I'm a showman. I've got the voice for it, don't you think? Oh, what a lovely sound he's got. But it's a marriage made in, you know, probably like in front of a judge in like a Justice of the Peace office, and you sign some papers, and he's like, or a Vegas place where you go over the week, you just sort of fall in love and just go there. It's a marriage made somewhere is what it is. And we started training for GDQ, and today is the day. We've gotten to it. I got to go fast, says Where Than Now. I got to go fast. Have you been eating properly, says Hologram 1. Your cheekbones seem a bit gaunt. No, I haven't. I'm losing weight. And I like it. I do, actually. I haven't eaten today. I think yesterday I probably ate. No, I did. I did. But I've had tea, so, you know, same difference. And I get calories from other sources. Will remain unspecified. Lovely, lovely calories. Marriage made in hell? Well, no, but we are going to visit hell today. We'll probably visit a number of times, in fact. I don't know. I'm gonna wing it. Not because I don't know what I want to do or what I'd like to see happen, but because when I try and, like, make things happen, I'm better when I just wing it. So I think what we'll do is we'll start out Clustertruck today. We will put in a warm-up run, practice run, that will probably, because I won't be doing the whole presenter talking to GDQ submitter thing, it'll probably turn out to be like a world record or something like that. We'll put in a one simple warm-us-up, get our hands warm run, and then we'll go straight into it. We'll burp into the microphone. Yeah, I haven't been eating. It's basically just acid vapor coming up. I am getting skinny though, aren't I? Look at that. Look at that neckline. Look at that. You just want to give it a hickey, don't you? Go ahead. Go ahead. Wait. Are you a Patreon supporter? Okay, go on. I'll marry you, pawns, as why are there no names? Hey, Connor70, tuned in late. What did I miss? Nothing yet. We're just talking and not getting into it. Which, by the way, GDQ submitters, if you've come back to look at the live stream from whence the submission came and you're looking at this, I don't have to do it. I don't have to talk for like 20 minutes before we get started. I just like to. But I won't at the show. I'll get straight into it. Gaunt cheeks is not a sign of health, pawns, says Hologram 1. That's not what the runway models have told me. My ideal of beauty is basically a number of twigs connected to one another. Yes. Nothing about pawn is healthy, so why are there no names? So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to run Clustertruck, and I don't see why we should sit around and not do anything. Is there anything else to talk about? Oh, so of course, because today's the day, something has to go wrong, right? So I checked to see, is Nobot running? Because sometimes the Nobot server turns him off. Yes, Nobot is running in chat. Excellent. Is the overlay connecting to Nobot? Indeed, SSC connected. Is chat appearing on screen? No, it's not. Okay. Why is that a thing? Pull it over, F12, look in the debug console. Oh, it's my credentials have expired with Twitch. On the day of the credentials that I've given to my overlay in order to pull chat and do all of the things that we do here, happen to expire on the day of. So we're already rolling good RNG to start with here, is what I'm saying. Thankfully, I'm prepared for all that sort of a thing. I've got the credential authentication link pasted in the bottom of my code. It's just a copy-paste operation. Take the thing, put the new OAuth token in, bing. It's done, no big deal. But, you know, just as Hologram 1 said, I'm a bug magnet. And that's something that we want to keep that on the down low. Don't mention that to the GDQ submission panel. They don't need to know that just by my presence in the building, the power may go out, their computer systems are suddenly corrupted, hard drives are failing. They don't need to know that. Shh, shh, everyone. The hair is healthy. Look at the hair. Yes, the hair is very, it hasn't been washed. Ever. And yet, look at it shine. All right, so we're going to play some Clustertruck today. We're going to play some Clustertruck in the noability % category, which is my category. It is my speedrun category, where we don't have the abilities and so forth and so on. I'm not going to do the GDQ presentation thing here. This is a warm-up run. I can explain to you how there are abilities in the game, and you unlock them by playing the game and earning points, and then you pay for them, and you get them, and then you use them in order to negate some of the RNG and help you through. I'm not going to explain that. Did I just... All right, never mind. We're going to get in. First thing we're going to do is load up World 910, the final level in the game, because it takes a bit of time to load it up the first time into memory, so we open it before we start running. And having done so, we can start running at our leisure, our lozenges. Sounds a lot like me, Pawn. I've never had a device last more than a year without it breaking for no reason. This is why are there no names. Yeah. Yes, I'm a bit of a bug magnet. If there's something that can break... I have footage, by the way, of Clustertruck now making a truck disappear. Just literally looking at the truck, gonna land on that truck, need that truck, gone. Shadow and everything, just one frame to the next. I'm good. I'm a little bit magical in that sense. Let's warm up. We might take a couple of passes at the warm-up. I don't know if I'll run this warm-up round as a pure marathon. Let's just see what's going on in our gameplay. And in 3, 2, 1, go! Did the timer start? It looks like the timer started. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay, I've messed that up, but I was trying to get the lower right timer, the in-game timer up for you to watch as well. Just something that I have to remember to do at GDQ. You know, if they probably won't, but if they let me come, I gotta remember, you start 9:10, you turn on the timer, whoa! Whoa, he pulled that out, didn't he? 6.819 or something like that out of there. Bing! Bing! And we're in with a low 7.1 out of that level, very good, very nice. We're gonna take the pop in the middle, we're gonna come off the side of you, we're gonna get low, we're gonna stay low. This is bad, actually, yeah, there's like a couple of jumps in there, or at least one jump, I think 2, that kind of robbed me. I was supposed to be up here, then we get low, we stay low, we run up to here, we come around the corner, we don't bounce into that truck as we're passing, we come out with an 11.4 or less, and not an 11.7 like we did. Run straight into the back of these trucks, pop up and over and into the goal. Then in at 1.7. We don't open that level like that, okay. That's why I'm here and warming up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
Oh, no!
Again, opened it up incorrectly. I'm just gonna do a backup. I'm gonna climb this mountain. Oh, okay, that backup didn't work out for me. I'm gonna climb this mountain, then I'm gonna go to the goal. There's lots of ways through these levels. Some of them are fast, some of them are fun. Some of them are fast and fun. Most of them are just horrendous because we don't have the abilities and running against some pretty vicious RNG the whole time. For example, level 1-9, leaning into the side of you, popping up here, and then starting with our popses that are gonna take us right to the top in a nice, quick, sub-11, well, 11.3 fashion. Sub-11's kinda hard to get out of there. And down, jump, we made it. Did we? We did. And into level 2-1, World 2, immediately, in less than 2 minutes, right? Maybe? over, through, connect with the top of you. I'm just gonna stop, look forward, see what we're dealing with ahead. It's a good setup. I can go straight to the goal in a sub 14. You don't often, well, you don't always get it anyway. Stop here, they clap together, we run off to the right, dig into the side of you, take a nice big pop that gives us options that otherwise we wouldn't have, as you could see, by the severe lack of trucks going around that corner. They didn't want to come that day. Alright, there we go. Through 2-2, into 2-3. 2-3, we're gonna use that safety strat where we just get up here and sort of just sit in this cradle, maybe push down the bottom of a truck and then pop it all the way to the goal for an 11.5. It's a nice average time clear occasionally. If you've got a truck that's already sort of bottoming down, woo, 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 no, okay, then you can come out of there with a really good time. Wow, wow. See, this is the kind of high-octane something-something that you'll get, GDQ submitters who aren't watching yet because this isn't part of the submission. And into the goal. 5 now, 2-6. We're gonna run to the left. We're gonna lean to the right. We're gonna pop straight up here. Gonna land this boy. We're gonna jump here, put our feet down, and run through for a 9.6 out of level 2-6. And into 2-7, trying to stay low. I did not. Still gonna go for that pop. Gets me all the way out to the front truck if the front truck exists, which is not guaranteed, and puts us into the goal on 2-7. Now 2-8. 2-8, I'm just going to go into some ghost pops, as I like to call them. I'm going to try and control my speed so I don't get going so fast that I actually get out of control, and then just walk her in for a 13.7. 2-9, immediate take a little pop there, come across, pop off the top of these guys, and we're going fast now. I'm gonna have to stop. Yeah, okay. Thank you, boulders. Thank you. We got PB Boulder. So, like I said earlier, this is probably going to be, because we're not recording for GDQ, this is probably going to be a world record run. 210. We lean into the side of him. Alright, I got the big pop. Can I get the other big pop? I did, kind of. Most of it, anyway. Stop here. Wait for him to nose up. Get to the top of here. Wait for you to nose down. And we're straight to the goal in a sub 17. Well, a 17-second time, and immediately into World 3. Okay. The truck I was gonna land on decided to explode. That'll happen. 3-2 now. Can we get the big jump or the backup? The backup, hopefully. Oh! Okay. Yep, no, I'm still alive. Didn't have time to set up for the early backup clear here, but it's fine. We are into the goal and out of 3-2 with a 15-second time. Slower than if we get the massive pop. But, you know, we didn't lose much. We're about 11 seconds behind coming into this level, apparently. Let's see if we can't pick some of that up. Probably nowhere through here. Sliding ice pillars. I'm connecting with them there. I'm coming down. Oh, this is tight. Oh, this is tight. Okay, yeah. That was... So they stole a little bit of the jump from me here when the world shook. When the ice pillar, you know, destroyed itself. Well, when a truck ran into the ice pillar. And down and turn and clap and in. 3-4, go immediately off the side. And sail her right into the invisible goal plane that's sticking through. There you go. 2 attempts, not bad. To the outside of 3-5 and straight in for a 4.0 without having to work hard for it, without having to sweat. 3-7. 3-7. Just sort of cycle locked at the end of this one, so not a huge incentive to rush it here. It looks good. Take a jump and catch those very large gold planes that extend well beyond where you might think they'd stop. Hit! Nope. Yep. Yep. Nope. Yep. No. We're kind of just hoping to connect with something. Like that. Oh, shoot. No, I'm good. I'm good. That will pop us high enough that we can get back to the goal. They gave me a level load there where they threw me immediately off the truck, which isn't particularly helpful for me. Now go, stop for safety, and then go. Yes, it's a very safe, kind of could have gone faster sort of a version of that. 310 now. By the way, fellas, Snakeathon put in a new second place. Woo! Ah! A new second place run on the leaderboards for this category that is just like 10 seconds or less over HDDN's world record holding time, which is incredible. I mean, HDDN's world record... Oh, I shouldn't be talking. HGDN's world record holding time is incredible to begin with. I could have just stayed on the trucks and gone under it. To match that run within that amount of time. Yay! I got out. Is, super impressive, and I watched back the run, and man, oh man, like, it's not... His level clears are not particularly fast. It's just like HGDN's run. Like, his level clears are not really going for super speed anywhere. And, honestly, like, my base methods, I don't consider them dangerous. Even though apparently they are. But I'm just surprised to see, you know, how you can go for a lot slower, safer method on so much of the game and come out with such an amazing time. Everything has to do with World 9. You know, coming through World 9 deathless or with a single quick death is the difference between, well, life and death. Is the difference between world record or, you know, 4th place as I have it. And again, in Snakeathon's new 2nd place run, I am like 8 seconds behind him coming into World 9 on my PB, and then because he walks through hell without dying the way that I, you know, like to do apparently, a bunch of times, you know, that's it. 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds off of world record. Is this okay? Yes, it's okay. Now sit and watch and wait. Look for safety. Is there safety? There's... Okay, there was. There was. Okay. Okay. Oh, the clutch point. That wasn't even the clutch point. They decided to jam up at a different point in the game. Okay. Boom, boom. And boomity boom, boom, boom. And boomity boom, boom, boom. Stop for a second for safety, and then duck right under there and go to the goal. 4-9 now. 4-9. We're gonna stop here. 2, 3, jump. Stop. And jump. And under. And through and past and in. And now 4-10. If I can get to the top, I didn't get to the top of that guy, so now I'm just, my strategy's kinda out the window, and I'm just hoping for, that was a bad level load. Just gotta deal with the bad level loads if I don't get anywhere near my strategy. Same thing there, even though I did the strategy. It just didn't work out for me. That will happen. Hit! And to the goal, and into World 5, RNG World.
Your speedrunning is out of control. A little dangerous but can be faster than any. If you could eliminate deaths.
Something about feces I heard right at the end there. I couldn't understand any of the other stuff. But thank you for the cheer or the talk cream or whatever. Oh, shoot. I did that wrong. It's fine. It's just a little bit slower. Alright, 5-3. Pay attention, Pong. Good cycle. I'm gonna rush it. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm out. Excellent. Good 5-3. 5-4. This being the RNG world, you have no idea what you're gonna get from it, and it tends to be awful. Give me a pop. Nope, okay, don't give me a pop then. Ah! I should have looked down to make sure that he'd stay underneath me. I was kind of relying on him. Okay, you destroyed trucks that weren't even the ones that you were touching, so... Yep. Come on, RNG world, let me through. Let me through! Alright. Out of 5-4 into 5-5, the worst of the RNG levels, and they're all pretty bad, so to be saying that... you know, tells you something. Come on. Come on. Yeah! Use the obstacles and get out. Woo! A deathless clear through 5-5 is amazing. And going, running straight at the flames and going right over the top of them. Not supposed to be able to do that, but I don't know. I found a place. At some point, I found a certain place where I could do it. Okay, I'm going... I just want to be to this one. I don't want to be to the front ones. There we go. Good cycle, good cycle, good cycle. Going to the right side and in. 16.1 out of there. 5-8. Work with me, baby. Work with me. Okay. I'm just sitting and waiting. Swing faster, hammers. Good, 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 good. Yes, a single pass clear on that one is also, you know, not guaranteed in any sense. Stop. Go. Ooh, there's one up here. I didn't know if there was one up there. I was gonna try and back up if there wasn't. And 510, the exits to the RNG nightmare. Oh, no, yes, no. Okay. Okay. It's a bad setup. Bad setup. I tried to make the best of it. Yeah! Okay. Another bad setup. But that's okay, because they can't give me 3 bad setups in a row. Can they? Let me go. No, we will not let him go. Okay. Go, 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 go. Why are you doing that? I'm pushing it now. Don't push it. It's a safety run. Safety run. There we go. We got early popper route to goal. Lovely. And we're out of RNG, you know, hell. Bing, bing. Running, jumping, popping, landing. Jumping, popping, running, landing, popping, jumping, running. Can I land this one? I did. And now we're just gonna take the slow, safe route that, you know, we all take when we're doing a full game run. The other route is for segments. It's really, really hard and very easy to kill yourself trying to save the extra second that you can get by the other strat. 6-2, try and come around these corners and do this without getting myself killed. Okay. Okay. Trying to get me killed again, casualty of your drama queen. Alright, and go. Lean in, pop, straight to the goal on the goal. On the goal, goal, goal. In. 6-4 now. We've got waterfalls of trucks ahead of us. Everyone try and stay dry. It's like a ride at the Cedar Pointses, or whatever theme park you're familiar with. Cedar Point. It's the Ohio-based theme park that everyone in my state is very much aware of because it's just where you went as a kid. It's where your parents took you. Go! Up and over. Woo! Little bit slow, but safe. Anyway, 6-6, we're gonna lean into this guy, take a pop, then we're gonna go straight into some ghost pops up the hill. Last one pushes us through here with just the right timing, and then off to the side, turn around, and feed our way into the goal. Skipping a significant portion of the level. 6-7, gonna go for that. I didn't get it, so I'm going to go for backup. Backup should be fine and safe, it's just not as quick as the other. Woo-hoo. And we're in on 6-7, 6-8. The Tilty World. The Tilty World is what we're dealing with here. We stop here for safety just to see what the trucks are gonna do, because they sometimes tilt over onto their sides and then don't go anywhere. We want them to go places, because they're our primary means of transit forward in the game. One more jump I'm gonna take, and then off to the side, and take this one, and one more jump, and then off to the side again. And into the goal, and then 6-10. Yeah, I don't know why, I can never get that to just, like, let me do the jump on the first pass. I think there's a little level load pop there. What are you doing? I'm getting to the back corner of this truck. Oh, okay. It's fine. Fine. I started to go to the wrong truck, but that'll happen to the best of us. Well, it'll happen to me, mainly because I'm not the best of us. And into the goal safely, with a nice skip on that level by taking the giant floating magnets. Where you don't even know when you're first playing that level as a casual player, you just start running forward. I didn't know for ages. I didn't know for ages after I became a speedrunner that there was a giant magnet behind me. Okay, now manipulate this truck. Oh! Wee! And through the goal, yes, that would be ideal here. So this one is tricky. You have to actually manipulate the truck in air to make sure that you can stay on it. And I got it the second time anyway. Fly through here, land you, I'm going straight to the front because I can, then getting on the outside and hitting the invisible goal plane that extends quite far. Look out, they're shooting missiles at our face! Oh, they're still shooting. Okay, but we're ahead of it now. It can't possibly shoot low enough to hurt us until we get right up to the front here. And then it moves back and tries to reposition to hurt us. Ah, thank God, we're out of the missile levels. Whew. Oh, they've got more missiles. Oh, they purchased way more missiles. Go. Stop! No! He slammed into that truck, didn't he? And I was ready for it, but not ready enough. Not ready enough, apparently. Uh-oh! This is the RNG middle section of this world. That just wrecks PBs and ruins, you know, world records and all sorts of things. Okay, come on, I'm going for you. I can make it. I made it. Now get me to the front truck. And now it's cycle locked. After all that, you just gotta sit here and wait. Okay, and go. Fall it. Ooh. Not the way that I usually go through it, but you know, it's a way, and we're out. Wow, that level stole so much time from me. The levels here in World 7 are horrible for the speedrun because this is the longest world in the game, because all of these levels are ridiculously long by comparison with the rest of the game. So if you die on any of these, you know, unless it's a really early death, you can look forward to losing quite a bit of time, not really being able to pick it back up over a good PB if you've already got one. Okay, we're coming in lower for this, so I'm gonna go for the corner pass, which is over here, and then like that, and we're good. We're just gonna skip this entire level. We're gonna fall like a madman. We're gonna turn around, we're gonna turn around again, and we're gonna start feeding this in a little bit late. Oh! Now, here's what's amazing. Snakeathon did that in his second place run. Missed this one. For a 20-some second time loss. He missed it on the first pass. It's incredible that you can still put in, you know, that good of a time as long as you're not taking deaths all the other places like I'm doing. You can touch this, but you have to support me on Patreon first, and to a significant amount. And then, you know, I'll make space for you on the couch when you're in town. Alright. Jumping forward. Jumping forward. This level, as I have explained to you all before, it's just 3 super difficult jumps. That's all it is, but, as I was saying about the length of the levels, 45 seconds. So if you fail on that last one, you just lost like 33 seconds that you're gonna have to wait for, you know, or that you're gonna have to run the whole level again to get back up to this point just to take that one jump again. It's basically a psychological terror level. There's not a lot going on other than being spooksy to people who are trying to clear levels and get through the game. Okay? We're looking good. We're looking very good. We're not looking as good as I thought we were. This is the washing machine level. It's another place that will take time from you. Snakeathon also died here in his friggin' second place run. It blows my mind. It really does. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna go! And we get to this blower, it sends us up and then blows us over there as well, and we're through the goal. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, say it with me. All skill, no luck. All skill, no luck. All skill, no luck. All skill, no luck! Yes! We are in on 710 and into the final world of the game before the final world of the game. You know, hell is kind of its own thing. I don't put it in the same basket with the others. This is Steampunk World, and this is the only level in Steampunk World that I don't like. Not because it usually kills me, although it can. It's just the design is kinda... I'm not a fan of it. And this section, you end up running across these trucks before they start moving, which means the trucks are kind of snaking all your speed from you, and it's just a little bit tricky. It's just a little bit tricky. But they make up for it significantly with the level design of every other level in this world. It's awesome. Absolutely brilliant level design and the rest of this. Up and over, feed ourselves through early, stop here, lean into you, pop forward, and we're out with a 16-6. So proud of that method. So proud that I can put it in pretty much every time. Okay, you may have noticed they're shooting trucks at our faces. Yes, they have truck cannons. And yes, we have no bananas. Oh good, they're out of ammo. And I was stuck in the air so long, the other trucks pulled away before I could get to them. Truck cannon trajectories are 1000% random. Whoa! Okay, so that wasn't even a truck cannon killing me. The problem is that I'm actually trying to watch the truck cannons as I'm also trying to run on that, you know, crazy... Come on now, game! Crazy, bit of trucks that are being moved around by the truck cannons. As we go, get to the front one. Get to the front one, stop, and get on the front face of him. I saw Snake do this in his latest run, and I was like, that's not a bad idea. Get as low as you possibly can. Basically use the truck as a, what do you call it in war? Place to hide. Place to hide! Yes, I died. And we're out of 8-5 into 8-6, rather. And now they've started shooting the trucks up at my undercarriage, which is lovely. So I'm just taking these little hops, connect with the last one, and ride it into the goal. And now the speed rail levels. The speed rail levels. Trucks go faster on the speed rails than you can keep up with in mid-air, anyway. Hit it, so you have to inherit your speed from the trucks, or suffer the consequences. Now, are you gonna... Yeah, you're gonna do that, but this guy isn't. So I'm gonna take him to goal. Whee! Nice. Nice getting out of 8-7 without having to die once, because this is very random at the end of these levels. Well, at the end of that one in particular. You take a couple of very specific connections in order to put ourselves in the right position to make it here, to run off the edge early, not get shot in the face by the final truck cannon of the world, and then to jump straight to the lead truck, land him soft, and ride him in easy. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, oh, it's not the last. I thought that was the last. It's not. We're going into the Gears world, the Gears level. Through this level, if you get up to 88 miles per hour and the lightning strikes while you're in here, you can go back in time and, you know, date your mom. Weird movie. Weird movie. Anyway. Land it here, go ahead and push on the cycles. We are fine, we're safe, we're lovely. We land here, we take a pop to there immediately, and then we just take it safe. I have a faster route for segment play. This ain't segment play, and I'd rather, you know, survive the last level. We take an invisible plane pop to there, puts us in to the end of 8-10, and welcome, welcome. Who will come to hell? Arg, I missed it. I missed my method that can put us in super fast on this level, so we'll just go regular fast through on this level with a 16.6 and out. And now... this. Something completely different. Okay, I got a little quiet there. It's a very tricky little set of conversions to make there. I mean, really, I should be quiet through all of hell because there ain't none of this that's easy and consistent. Yeah, I'm gonna go back twice. Alright, and there's still a truck here. That's gonna miss you. We're good. We can go safely to goal. Yes! Yes! I'm gonna wait. Yeah. For the crucifix to kind of get overhead because the hitboxes on the crucifixes are massive. Now we're into the world that I think resembles... Whoa! Whoa! Where's the... Alright, just go it, pawn. Woo! I think resembles what happens in one of those child's, you know, play toy vacuum cleaners. Alright, I've got a method. Woo! Not exactly the method, but it's good and fast still, isn't it? Oh, yes, it's good and fast. And into the goal with a sub 15. Mmm! That is tasty. That is PBIL gold kind of tasty right there. Boom, 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 boom to the top. Lean into the back of him. Hopefully he gives us a pop that takes us way out, a little bit further than we would have gotten if we tried to take it a more conventional way. Hit! And into the goal with a sub 20 out of 9.6. That's nice too. Now 9.7. This is the worst level in the game. There is nothing you can count on about this level. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Are you still going? I will ride you all the way to goal if you'll just keep driving. If you'll just... He stopped and then I couldn't make the jump to the next guy. Yeah, certain trucks, they just get to a certain point and then they stop going. I guess because they decided that this level wasn't hard enough without that feature being integrated. 9.7. This is, the run killer. The run killer, the, you know, there's no hope. There's no hope through this level. You just have to deal with it. You just have to deal with it, you have to get lucky, you have to... You know, it's a good thing if you have maybe some kind of deity to pray to, you know, God of War, something like that.
It's no use!
Yes, Silver, you are correct. On this level, it's no use. But we got through it. Now 9-8. Okay, I got a weird kick out of there, which sometimes happens when I spam the jump button, as I like to do. Ah, I couldn't get out far enough. So the tilt on these rolling pentagrams? Yeah, rolling pentagrams is random. Their timing for coming through the level is random. Yeah! Ugh. And, again, just something you have to deal with. Basically, the developers of the game made hell exactly what it should be. You know? For the player. If this is hell, it's not hell for, you know, it's hell for you. And it is. Oh boy, oh is it. Alright, we're looking good. There's a rain of trucks overhead that we're trying to run so fast that we avoid all of the ones that would bother us, and we did. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the final level of the game, we've made it to Cluster Satan. Now, since this isn't my GDQ submission run, presumably, I'm going to just run fast without showing off, you know, what Satan looks like and what he does. Oh, there he is. Hey, Cluster Satan. I'm sorry, Cluster Lucifer. Now, we're going to jump across here, and all of these trucks behave as though they are covered in black ice. If you start, you know, running on them and trying to jump while you're running, you're just gonna slide around and get yourself killed in a hurry. So I take little bunny hops to the top here, I set myself up until I feel good about it, and then I run at it, and I miss it and die. Yeah, we were nowhere near PB. I didn't think so. It's a warm-up run. That's fine.
Kid, that was 1 in a million.
Yeah, you were guessing, weren't you? You were guessing whether or not I'd get it in. It's a good guess. You know, it shows faith in me. That apparently you shouldn't have had. With stream delay, you just had to kind of guess whether or not that was going to be appropriate or funny. And either way works. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you see me, like, sliding around and stuff? Did I mention the black iceness of the trucks? We're back to the top again, set it up, trust your gut. When you think you're lined up, go. Got it! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a sub-30 clear of Clustertruck, exactly what we have been training to do at GDQ. I am the Ronin Paul. RMAJ, the first time you've seen me fail the end button? Is that what? Because I haven't been looking at chat, obviously. The end button? Because, no, I routinely, I don't want to say I routinely, because if the submission panel is listening, that'd be bad. No, you know, maybe 1/3 of the time, I'll do the setup, I'll take the run at it, just miss it. If I do, I have like a 80% chance to get it the second time, and then it's just flip a coin. So, what have you guys been doing while I've been running a 30-minute clear of noability % Clustertruck? What's new in your lives? The reason why you can die there is because we're setting up it's a very precise setup to make sure that we kill Cluster Satan, that we clear the level on the first button press, otherwise you have to go up, and then go back down, run the whole thing up again, climb them again, and then hit the button again. Speedrunners, we don't do that. If there's something we can do once instead of twice, we do it once. If there's something we can do nonce instead of once, we do it nonce. Jermacian Shearing 10, your speedrunning is out of control. A little dangerous, but can be faster than anyone if you could eliminate death.
Is a sub 26 do 30 run. This is non negotiable uśmiechnięta buźka.
That was an excellent pronunciation, I've got to say. Beautiful. Yeah, my speedrunning is out of control, a little dangerous, but can be faster than anyone if I could eliminate the deaths. I don't know, like... I don't feel like my methods are particularly dangerous. But apparently they are. And Zerglob said, "Wee!" and threw the goal. Yes, all the way home. This little piggy went to market, this little piggy sped-runned, cluster-trucked, no ability percent for GDQ, and all the way home. See, I normally... Okay, never mind. Not gonna read that. Clustertruck. Not a fan of it. Says Zorgla. Has anyone done a speedrun of Clustertruck VR? They did, and then they had an aneurysm, so we don't recommend it anymore. I don't. I'm making things up. I swear to all of the gods, Pawn, if you pull the Zen stuff during GDQ, people will leave. Let me tell you something about the nature of your self. RMAJ, have you considered your lack of ephemeral presence today? Hologram. Have you considered the ontology of your existence in relation to the cosmos, the subject and object relationship you have that is a complete fallacy lately? Let's talk about you. Let's talk about baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make you. Let's talk about... So it was Pong, your new target is a sub 2630 run, this is non-negotiable, and then he tried to read your smiley face. That's what he did, Darth Andalus, okay. Submissions should be entertaining, not so technical, says Jamasian. Was I technical in that run? Are you saying? Or are you saying that I'm entertaining and not technical? What are you saying, Jamasian? Hologram 1 watches RMAJ have a breakdown. So, how did we actually do on that run? Let's just quickly review the splits for the fun of it, because it's always fun to review the splits. Now, before we can, I have to change the settings because live split are not work the way that it's supposed to, and never remembers my header comparison of personal best.
You're technically not entertaining.
Oh, I'm technically not entertaining. Okay, well, you know, technically is the best way to be anything. So, in World 9, we actually ran 19.5 seconds faster than our 16-something PB. So that's, you know, what that is. World 8, we were 50 seconds slower than PB, a minute 13 out of World 7. With all of that time loss right at the end of the game, we must have been running with PB through most of the levels. Because, you know... For example, World 6, just 1.1 seconds over PB, 35 seconds out of the laser world, that'll happen, it's the laser world, or no, the RNG world rather, and it'll happen, it's RNG world. I could say that about everything, couldn't I? About all the worlds. Well, Forest and Winter, even though Forest is still my arch nemesis, are pretty safe. Ancient World, pretty safe. Sci-Fi World, safe, but if you take one death, you know, each level is 30 to 45 seconds, or 25 to 45 seconds long. It's you know, you lose a lot of time there. Out of Laser World, we were actually running 22 seconds faster than we did in the old PB. In World 3, we were 35 seconds slower coming out of that. Where did we lose all that? It was at the end, it was 310 getting stuck there. We had some other spots here, but mainly it was 310 having to take 3 passes at that, and that happens. Sometimes it happens because the level gives you a load that you can't pass through at all, and sometimes it happens because, you know, it's hard. World 2, I was 6.1 seconds faster than we were in the old PB, and apparently I came through World 1 a fair bit slower. You know, the warm-up run, my World 1 is usually needs to be, you know, polished on that one. We must have taken a pretty significant death or two somewhere in order to come out just under 2 minutes. Because that's, you know, World 1 is a world that, it actually isn't that hard, as long as you get Deathless out of there, and there's only a couple of places where it's kind of a coin flip whether you die or not. You can come out with a, something low 130 with some regularity, as long as you go Deathless. That said, there's 3 or 4 levels where you've got a maybe 30 to 40% chance of having to take a death because the level just decided it. But yeah, I'll tell you what, man, talk about Snakeathon's run. Ooh, I got a gold there on 710. Sci-Fi World. Really? The all skill no luck world? Cool. I got a new gold out of there. Yeah, I did come in very fast. And a new gold in 9-9. Excellent. Talk about Snakeathon's new PB and second place time in the full game. Cancel store that run and save it. It's, you know, it's just so much of the clears are like a second or more slower than the way that I run them, and he still manages to come in by virtue of taking fewer deaths. Even though he's taking deaths, that's the thing, is like I'm watching it and going, how, this feels like one of my runs, you know? This feels like one of my runs. Like, you took deaths there, you took deaths there, you died there, that kind of thing. And, you know, I'm just looking at it and going, this feels like one of my runs. And then he gets in, I think, comes into World 9, like, 21 minutes and 1 second or something like that. 21 and 2 seconds, I think, or something like that. Mine is 21:08 on my PB. And it's just all about the hell level. It's just all about getting through the hell level. When you can come in, you know, on PB time, on that low 21-minute time. And if I could just, reduce deaths throughout the game, my faster methods that are causing me those deaths, I just don't feel like they are. In some places, you know, it's like, that's just the best way to go. I need to take a whole nother pass at routing the game, doing ILs and stuff like that, and doing the segments, to see.
You need to run a video of his run and your run side by side. Also you need to SUCK LOL.
Well, that last part I didn't quite hear. It didn't come right. Susuke Subsolola? Well, we'll just believe that. But if I ran a video of his next to mine, I was thinking about doing that because I've got a side-by-side comparison that I built in Adobe Premiere. You've seen it on youtube.com/RonanPawn once before. Like, I would be ahead of him a lot of the places, and it would just be like a trading deaths here and there, and then he'd be ahead, and I'd be behind, and he'd be ahead, and I'd be behind, and then we would both come in to World 9 with 7 or 8 seconds between us. And then it's all World 9 falls apart. So there's not like a huge comparison. Like, I could do that, but I don't feel that there'd be a great value of comparison there because, you know, like my PB just didn't die that much. His PB didn't die that much. We came in, you know, within 8 seconds of each other, and then it's all about that World 9 run. I could put his World 9 next to my World 9, but it would have to be a modern World 9 because we've put a lot of time into World 9 realizing that that was my great weakness, and that was the thing that actually stopped me from putting in a, you know, 25-minute time from taking what used to be second place on the leaderboards. I could have had that if my World 9 were any better whatsoever back then. So we're now quite a bit better at World 9, even on that one where I got stuck on the hardest level in the game that sometimes screws you over. You know, we came out ahead of PB by a little bit. We are regularly coming out of PB in World 9 by almost a minute. By 45 seconds to a minute is the average savings that we're having there. So if I could come in again off of my old run to World 9 and then save that 45 seconds to a minute, we'd be looking at a 25-40 something instead of a 26.
Attention in chat also, so what you are saying is that the two of you swap WHOS bottom and WHOS top on video, but it ends with him on top dominating your run.
Yes! Ronan Pawn, I finally managed a full world run on World 9. So he did a segment on World 9, came out of 9.7 with 2 minutes and 7 seconds, after which, for some reason, 9.8 was really hard for me and took me a minute to complete. So I've got a 5-minute run on World 9. Woohoo, says Noah Craw. Bump it. Bump it. That is Snakeathon. In fact, it might still be Snakeathon now world record. He might have to resubmit because his World 9 was so... No, he's better. Let's check the leaderboards for World 9 just to see where you'd slot in. Because it's, you know, there aren't that many submitters to the noability percent category in the segments. So it's definitely 5th place or better, I would think. So noability, not Desert World. Hell World. World 9. Pull it up. All right. Thank you. And then over to noability. Speedrun.com. Man, somebody needs to, like, get these guys some more support dollars for, you know, running speedrun.com so they can get some friggin' bandwidth. Noability percent, 5-minute run, 5th. You were just, a little bit behind, 30-some seconds behind Nock, and that is impressive. That is impressive. My clear time on my full game run was probably a 5-minute and something for my 26:46 clear of the full game. So a 5-minute is nothing to sneeze at. What did Noah say about being on bottom and top and I don't want to know. I don't want to know. People on the internet hate me. I normally get blocked by the second sentence, was why are there no names? That's just the internet. Don't worry about that. What else has gone on these leaderboards, by the way? AJ213 got a new PB in any percent, 19 minutes 36. Wow. Is that a breaking of the 20-minute barrier for AJ? I don't know what his old time was. 19 minutes 26. I don't run any percent, but in any percent, it's pretty hard, you can see, to get under the 20-minute mark, apparently. Snakeathon has just moved this down. He's been beating his own world record over and over and over again, just not giving anybody a chance. Down to 16:58 over there. And in my segment, Snakeathon has just put in, yesterday, he's had it for a while. It takes him a while to get his runs actually, approved by the speedrun.com moderators, because he's one of them, and he's basically the most active of them. And so he has to wait quite a while to get his stuff cleared. So he's had this for like a week or more. 24-minute 40-second, which is just incredible. To get sub 25 is like mind-blowing. HDDN's 24-minute run is, again, an average-looking run that gets a incredible PB out of World 9. And if I'm pretty sure he's got data for that. Yeah, look at this. Coming out of Steampunk, 21 minutes, 3 seconds is where he started his run-in on Hell. But then because Hell only took him 3 minutes and 27 seconds, which is also the world record for the segment of Hell. This world record exists because he put a world record on the last world of the game while running an otherwise just, good run. Absolutely amazing. And that's what I'm blown away by, is when I look at Snakeathon's run, when I watch his, it's a similar situation. It's a very similar situation. In that he comes out of Steampunk, 21 minute, 1 second. So just like you got a good run through the whole game, you came in at a low 21, and then 3 minutes 39. He actually had better time out of Steampunk than HDDN, but HDDN got, an incredible 3:27 out of there, which is just, I don't know. I don't know. Can it be dealt with? Can it be contended with? Those sort of times. And then let's look at the Ronin Pawn's time. Sadly, the Ronin Pawn doesn't do it in segments. Come on, speedrun.com. The Ronin Pawn doesn't time himself in segments. He does it by the levels. Stop talking so more slow-running Clustertruck. I came out on my PB, walking out of Steampunk, 21:07. So yeah, difference between me and Snake there is actually 6 seconds. So boom, and then the whole thing is that this the real life? I'm 5:30. Is this just fantasy? Right? Yeah, 5:30 minutes through Hell. So Noah, you just beat my my 5:30 through Hell that came in on my PB, which is, rather beatable. But that's the difference between my run and the other runs, and basically world record in this game, or, a 4th place run. An average run is all about, you get there in that low 21, and then what do you do coming through Hell? If you don't recognize it, I'm burning time right now by looking at the leaderboards and talking so that we can get through to, about an hour of the live stream that we've been here, so that we can take the live stream break, and then we can come back, and then we do the thing. And we do the submission for GDQ. So that's the thing. Should I submit or try again? Because to be honest, that 9-8 was pretty embarrassing, says Noah Craw. I would say now that you got that time, now you've proved it to yourself that you can get that, yeah, give it like, especially like walk away from it. If you got that time today or recently, walk away from it and then come back like the next day or 2 days later and come to it and run it again, and you'll probably crush that time, no problem. A little bit of time and space to let things sort of sink in and to stop, being overcritical and overanalyzing anything really helps in anything, in sports generally, in speedrunning, but just in sports generally. You train, you do as much as you can for the day, then it starts to fall apart on you, You got really, really good, and then it just starts getting worse and worse and worse, and that's your signal as an athlete or a speedrunner to walk away, come back tomorrow. Once you slept on it, it's going to be less of a thing. It's just going to be in your head and in your hands and in your muscle memory, and you're just going to do it without all of the that you've been dealing with. I literally just got it. I was not planning on playing the game again today, says No Cry. Yeah. Come back to it tomorrow or the next day and see if you don't crush that time easy, because I'll bet you do. Mosaic Task Force said, it has become better, but Twitch has hidden the unblock button. I blocked a lot of meme spam session. Really? So Twitch actually has a block button. Hey, Reddit, I got an idea. We're going to go to the first live stream break. Yes? It didn't fire. Oh, you got robbed, Darth Angelus. Do it, Noah, do it, do it, do it, Noah, do it, Noah, Noah, do it, Noah. So you didn't get robbed because I did it for you. I did it in the pawn accent. We're going to go to that live stream break. When we come back, we'll try and figure out our way into starting and running on a GDQ submission, while being entertaining and technical. You gotta explain what you're doing a little bit, right? God, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. Just launch me. Just throw me into the, pit of despair, and I'll climb my way out. Probably actually had all reds on comparison to my best segment, says Noah Craw. I've beaten my, I've got PBs on the segment leaderboards that are just like that. Red. Killed it on the last level. It's like, oh, well, there you go. There's my new PB. Which is actually cool, because then, when you go to run against that segment PB in your live splits again, now it looks like you're doing great on every run, because all of your other runs were kind of slow. It's lovely to see green, even when you're failing. So we're going to go to the live stream break. I'm going to play some music for you. You're going to get up and take a pee and that sort of a thing. And when we come back, the Ronin Pawns official, unless it doesn't go well, SGDQ submission of Clustertruck in the noability % category. Don't go anywhere except to pee, but come back and maybe grab a snack or whatever you want, maybe a drink too. Pawn not out. am not. Hello, I am the Ronan Born, and welcome back to a twitch.tv/Ronan Born live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Born. The day is upon us, the moment is here, the time has come. All of the other things that you could say that mean the same thing over and over again. It's time. It's time to give it a go. All right, maybe not with the sad music behind this. It's time to give it a go, everyone. Kind of setting yourself up for failure there. Do 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 do. Let's run Clustertruck. Do 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 do. Just sounds like hope fading away, doesn't it? Thank you, Chris Zabriskie, for the temperature on the bow of the... Yeah, that sounds like something too, doesn't it? We've been preparing for quite a while now for this very moment, and isn't it fun to lump, you know, an intense amount of your hopes for the future into one day, one moment, one run, and then throw yourself in and see what happens. Just right into the deep end there. Can I swim? Oh God, I thought I could swim. It's the video 500 or 300 theme song. Ronan Pawns says, Noah Cry, I've been watching through my run. It's pretty sloppy, kind of what I expected with all the reds, but what's really cool is I've got this eye tracking device and an overlay that shows you where I'm looking, and it's really interesting to see what I'm looking at while playing, and you can see the trucks I'm planning to jump towards before I do, because I look at them. Oh, cool. Cool. How'd you get friggin' eye tracking, head tracking stuff going on, man? Just a giant rig, or is it just like a little camera that's watching you? Is the camera like right here? It's like, where's the cluster? Where's the trucks? Where's the cluster? Where's the trucks? Where's the cluster? Where's the trucks? So first off, let's make sure that we're prepared. By loading in, loading out, now it should work. When we come back to it, 910's already preloaded. We've already got the timer up in the lower right-hand corner. I think this is it, people. I think this is it. Yeah, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't be nice if we were older than we wouldn't have to wait so long. And wouldn't it be nice to live together in the kind of world where we belong?
Wouldn't it be nice if we could... something. Go to a... and then, Bermuda, Bahama, right? Something like that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't know how to start this. I don't know how to start this. I guess I gotta do it as though we just joined the live stream, huh? That's how we do it? Alright, is everybody good and nervous? Have we left enough, like, dead air and dead space there in order to build up, like, the tension and the stress in our shoulders and stuff? Good. Good. And in 3, 2, 1. 2, 1. 2. What, 2? Hello, I am the Ronan Pawn, and this is a twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn live stream on twitch.tv. Try it again. Take 3. That was 2. Hello, I am the Ronan Pawn, and this is a twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Pawn, and it's also my submission to Summer GDQ.
Do it already.
Do it already. For Clustertruck, no ability percent category in 3, 2, 1, go! Is the timer running? The timer's running! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the no ability percent Clustertruck. I may have mentioned that before. We're running Clustertruck in the no ability percent category, which means, you know, what it sounds like. We do not have any of the multiple abilities that you can get in Clustertruck to make this game considerably easier. Yeah, hello GDQ submitters! This is what a wall looks like. World 3, well, level 3. In World 1, it likes to mess with us, doesn't it? So, we've been training for 2 or 3 months in order to try and be able to put in a nice sub 30-minute time of the Clustertruck no ability run just for you, baby. Just for, hi, how you doing? Don't look him in the eye, Pawn. Click the next level. Hi. Hi, how you doing? Do you think I'm cute? If you think I'm cute, then please allow me to come and run this game at GDQ. We're moving through World 1 right now. You will notice in my technique, my speedrunnery technique, I'm running basically off of the trucks before I jump them. Why am I doing that? Well, it makes us go faster. Why does it make us go faster? You ask the developers, Landfall Games, get in touch with them and find out. I'd really like to know. Let me know what they tell you. The other thing that we're doing here is I am running, you will see on the overlay just above my right, left purple shoulder. I am holding down all of the buttons at once. We're back to the old Quake and Doom days. Strafe running, strafe jumping works. It makes us go faster. It makes us run harder. It makes us be stronger. And all of those things in the techno music. So, okay. Oh, why did you rush it, Pawn? For GDQ, I wanted to show you guys just what it can look like to die. Oh, okay. So, level 1-9 here is sort of the gatekeeper to World 1. It has the most RNG. The trucks can pillar on you while you're trying to climb. They'll just stand right up on their back wheels, like a puppy who wants to be pet, and block you from going up. Also, they'll slam into each other. Also, I just got out of World 1. Oh, thank God. Thank God the run can continue. Into World 2, I consider this my arch nemesis, even though I am far worse at other levels these days. Okay, what are you doing there? What are you doing there? Thank you. One of the reasons I consider this my arch nemesis is, you know, that, basically. This game... I don't know what you just said, but I'm hoping that there weren't any curse words in it. This is for GDQ, be careful. We wait for these guys to clamp together, we come around the corner, and we get caught in the wheels there. I may have mentioned, this is my arch nemesis. These first 2 worlds have a lot to do with that. If you do not get a very specific jump out of here, you are at the leisure of the world to give you scenarios that look like this, where the trucks just group up in the corner and refuse to go around it and refuse to go to the goal. Which is why we try to take a massive pop like that that sends us around the corner regardless of whether, you know, they're actually deciding to go to the goal or not. Into 2-3 now. I'm gonna go for a safety strat here where I position myself on a truck that isn't going any... Okay. Just forget the safety strat. It's not helping me. Oh! Okay, and I may be a little bit slippy on the keys right now. Don't worry about it, we'll pull it back. Oh, goodness! I'm falling off everything. Can we submit this one? We maybe can't submit this one. Get in here, push him down, lower, 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 thank you, and then we'll take a nice big pop, send us to the front truck, and move through into the goal. We are definitely not on good times. There's gonna be a lot of red on that split. Well, what are you gonna do? I'm still gonna put in a sub 30-minute time, which, by the way, I would be presenting to the submissions panel an estimate for the full game run. Sorry? Oh, reset and clear chat because they're saying things that are inappropriate? Is that what I heard? Because that's kind of what I expect. Lean into the side here. I would be putting in an estimate for GDQ of 35 minutes just to cover the outside chance that, you know, the game gives me the worst of all of the RNG it can, and I play, you know, basically like I played the first opening couple of levels here. It's okay, I'm feeling better, we're back on track, we're moving into the goal, and passing through, you know, my particular, what did I call it? My nemesis. My nemesis, World 2. World 2, okay. You may have noticed that there was a path of trucks that went to the goal, and some of them decided not to go to the goal today. There is very little I can do about that game, so if you just want to, like, line the trucks up a little bit and give me a path, then we'll deal with that. We run this game, you know, those of us who run especially the noability percent category, because we're masochists. I mean, oh, PB Boulder! No, not PB Boulder! Okay. That boulder always comes when I'm about to put in a PB. We're not putting in a PB today here. Don't trust the boulder, it lies. Ooh, we got to the front truck there. What did I say? Something about 30 minutes and going to the goal and whatnot. Just go to the goal pod and run the game. World 210. A very, very difficult world. When I first started playing this game before I started speedrunning it, this was like the most difficult level. I was stuck here for an hour and a half, I want to say. Come on! Come on! And now I can put it in a single clear. Yeah, and I can put it in a lot faster than that when the level gives me better circumstances. But hey, we're through it and we're into, we're into the winter world. One of my favorite worlds, actually, just because it's, well, it's after the World 2. Oh!
Time update, you are currently 85 seconds B1 PB.
Me too! Me too! What? I didn't. What are you doing, Pawn? Well, I'm doing that wrong. We're gonna skip this entire level. I just put in, First go, the massive 5-second time skip on 3-2. These people won't be at GDQ. I won't bring them with me. Don't worry about it. These are my people. These are my peeps. These are my homies. If you don't like them, then you can't like me. That's what we say. 3-4. Oh, 3-5. 3-5. There is a hidden goal plane just underneath this roof that I always take 2 or 3 passes to actually hit. Just barely clipping. Just barely clipping out of the roof. Come on. Come on. There you... No. No, you gotta hit it at just the right angle and turn into it as you do. Come on now, Vaughn. Come on, this is the one! I can feel it in my cockles. Come on. Come on, in those cockles. There you go. We got out of 3-5. It's still quite a lot faster to do that than to try and run the whole level. The whole level takes, I don't know, 25 seconds, and shoot. I only died there like 5 or 6 times, so that probably only took me 26 seconds. And that's how time save works in speedruns, everybody. This one we just kind of gotta wait for and then jump to the end. 3-8 now. We need a little bit of luck through here, so, you know, if you've got any unspent capital with some RNG gods, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for, you know, cashing in your RNG chips just for me. What are you doing? Slow down a little bit. Slow down a little. Don't slow down that much. Oh, okay. That was totally intended. That is my strat every time. And finally, 310, the Gatekeeper of the Winter Worlds. This one is very precise and very technical at the beginning, and then it's super, super random right at the end. So we handle the precision and the technicality without significant difficulty, and then the randomness, you know, if we're smart, we'll just kind of wait for it. Uh-oh, stick to the back of him. Okay, yeah, and we are out. Oh my god. Yeah, do that to me while I'm recording for GDQ. That's good. Welcome to Laser World. The lasers before me are completely random on completely random cycles and times and speeds. Some of them will just pop in kind of out of nowhere. Oh, we're still alive somehow!
This is your world 3-time update. You are currently 1 minute and 50 seconds behind PB.
Cool. Thanks for letting me know. I feel great. We got through it. We got through the randomness of the lasers. 4-2, beautiful straight line of trucks. I'm jumping off, I'm hitting the jump button just before I hit the bottom of the ground, which sends me just flying into the back of a truck and slows me down and eats all my speed. That's it's a safety strat. It keeps, I was setting up some RNG for later.
Do it, pawn. 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 Do it.
I'm trying. I am definitely trying. Welcome to the Laser Iris world. Gated world that feels so good. Used to be very annoying when I first started running this game, like, it's a speed run, get out of my way. Nowadays, it's a thank you for that cooldown period right before this second half of the level starts, where I have a very specific set of jumps to take through that level, and then through here, we usually just die a couple of times. This is one of the worst levels in the game. I would say second or third in terms of being able to actually get through it, so I'm taking a mega jump to try and get me through the first part of it and also get me ahead of these trucks. What happens is there's sort of a clonchal. There's a point right in the middle of this level where the trucks will all sort of slam into each other, and at that point the level decides for you whether or not you're clearing it today, regardless of your skill or how many hundreds or possibly thousands of hours you've put into the game. But we're moving through it nicely. 4-9, just avoid the laser! We're fine. We're fine. So we're just gonna wait these gated cycles again. I'm gonna jump at very specific points in order to, as the lasers pass behind the walls, get past them. And now we're coming to the end of Laser World, and not a bad through on Laser World if we can indeed get out of it. Ooh, we are late. We are late. it's okay. The trucks weren't going to the goal today anyway. All right, we'll reset and we'll try it again. You see that? None of the trucks wanted to go to the goal. Ooh, I got my method. I'm gonna rush it. I'm gonna rush it, because this is a, you know, marathon speed run. So the best idea I could possibly have is to rush it. Okay. I didn't realize how far away from the goal we were when I took that jump. My method did not come in. Come on. We'll stop here. We'll take it safe this time. By safe, you know, it's a relative term. And we're out and we're through. Out of the laser world and into World 5-1. This is RNG World. This is where the game really decides for you whether or not, you know, you're gonna put in a PB. I mean, I've already decided that by being really slow out of the first one.
This is your world for time update. You are currently 2 minutes and 20 seconds et 1 PB.
Cool. Cool. You just keep bringing that up. I'm sure the submission reviewer won't notice at all. Okay, I've got to stop because it's a bad cycle. Oh, it's a real bad cycle. I couldn't even stop and survive it. I'm gonna rush it. Yeah, I rushed it. Okay, and then we're through, and we're out of this level. That was a bad cycle to rush it on, but I did it anyway, and I got lucky. I got lucky. Don't do that anymore, Pawn. It's a marathon run. Stop, go, stop, stop. Oh, no. No, 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 no. So those are poppers. Poppers come up from underneath you, and send the truck there that you're on, you know, to somewhere that you aren't. And then we all die, and that's the end of the game. Come on. Come on, I'm gonna take the obstacle, jump off of the A-frame of that obstacle that wants to kill me, because on that level, the things that want to kill you are far more reliable than the truck. 5-7 now. 5-7, a little bit of a sort of castle incursion level. We're gonna take a jump. We're gonna get a super giant pop that I really didn't want or need. It's gonna put me behind the cycles. Yeah, and then everything's gonna go like that. It's okay, I wanted to show you this one again. I mean, look at this level design. It's just incredible. We're gonna jump, we're gonna come to the third row of trucks that are forward. We're gonna jump again, and again, and we're gonna go straight to the goal. And totally not be really close to hitting the floor on that one. All right, this, I'm actually doing something rather crazy in order to have a chance of putting it in. Who's going to the goal today? You? I'll take you then. RNG World. Have I mentioned it? It's crazy, it's random. If you can get through here with just like 3 to 9 deaths, you're doing great. You're doing great. All right, we're gonna stop here. We got a good cycle here. I'm gonna go right up and over this flame, land you, and then out and into the final level, 5-10. A lot of precision, a lot of technicality, a little bit of randomness right at the end of it. There's the precision part of it. Now we land this, we take a little bit of speed through here, we jump off to the left, land these guys from a very high height, and immediately start rushing forward to the front trucks because we're looking for this popper to hit us and take the early popper route and go straight to the goal. Who needs trucks? Whew, we made it. We can all relax. We're out of RNG World. And now we're into Ancient World. We can't relax, it's coming to kill us!
SGDQ reviewer. Ronin Con is currently like 10 minutes ahead of the world record. You should really invite him to come speak soon at your event.
Oh, I couldn't understand all of that because of the accent that the algorithm randomly chose for us, but it sounded very sweet and positive, thank you. Those are my people. I will bring all of them to GDQ, not just the good ones, so you're gonna have to deal with the others too. 6-3. 6-3, we're gonna land here, we're gonna take a little bit of a pause. I'm going to dig into the side of this truck for a wall run pop that sends me straight to the goal, and I don't have to deal with any other trucks in that level. 6-4 now. I suppose you can't call them waterfalls of trucks because there's no water. None of that came through. It is possible, I suppose, that the trucks are carrying water in the back of them, in which case, then maybe you could call them waterfalls of trucks. What are you doing? I'm not taking my usual method, and look how lovely it worked for me, and out with a 10.0. Yeah, that's my new method now. Level 6-6, I got a very specific set of pops I'm gonna take to make sure that I'm jumping through here at the right time, landing here, going out to the left, turning around, skipping the rest of the level design. Yeah, I am acid burn. Is that, So Hackers is a movie from the, I'm just gonna have to explain this to the reviewer. Hackers is a movie from the 90s. Oh, goodness. Just barely caught the edge of that. So if I haven't already made it clear to anyone who's watching this and unfamiliar, the level clear goal planes, they're a lot bigger, especially on certain levels than you might expect them to be. You can catch them from underneath, from behind, from over top, all sorts of places. We're just gonna avoid this Indiana Jones boulder that's coming for our face, jump down to this platform, go off the side again, and into the goal for a 14.0 out of there. 610. 610 is a really awful world to have to run the conventional way. There's like a keyhole slot up ahead that you have to fall through. It's total RNG. You can be there for minutes. So we just slide ourselves through some lattice work on the side of that level for an excellent
This is
skip.
your World 610 update. You are currently 6 hours 13 minutes behind PB.
I can't be 6 minutes behind, and that's what it sounded like she said, but okay. Welcome to the sci-fi world. That little set of hops there involved. Oh, no. Okay, that's exactly how I intend to take that every time. Involved giant magnets that pulled me up. If someone hadn't been TTSing me, I would have explained it. I'll explain it better during... Don't worry about it, okay? Pop up. We're gonna manipulate this truck as we fall, or at least try to. We did not get the manipulation. He wants to turn over, run into the wall ahead, and bounce us off of it, and we're trying to just sort of set it up, push on the back of it as it falls so that we can take this jump. Get to the front truck here, pop, pop, into the wall run, up, over, through, land this guy, push to the forward truck, jump, get on the outside, and into the goal. It's the kind of thing we do here. Now, okay, they bought missiles. I mentioned there was some RNG in the game. Some of it comes from the trucks, some of it comes from poppers, from hammers, from things that they swing at you and move the trucks around on you. There's a lot of different forms of RNG. Sometimes they just shoot missiles at your face. I guess they thought it was a little bit too, you know, easy to do what we're doing here today. Wow, we got a really good run of that. Those missiles did not bother me at all. Oh my god. I think the game's finally caught on to the fact that we're recording a submission for GDQ, and it's being kind, which is kinda crazy. Come on. Nice. Perfect clear through here for a 27.2. By the way, at the end of every level, you'll see me, you know, throwing my mouse to the bottom right corner of the screen in order to click the next level button. Really, half the game is that. After all of the skill and all of the training and all of the routing and all of the strategizing and the safety strats versus the fast strats and the segments and everything, if you are not clicking the next level button just as quickly as you can, there's another skip for you. Then you're losing all of those little seconds that you've generated otherwise. Now that's the last time I'm going to actually touch anything, including ground on this level. We're just gonna stay in the air for the rest of it. We're skipping the entire level here, all of the level. One day let me, you know, have me show you the level design, because it's actually really cool. Now they've hidden the goal in this little keyhole slot back here. We fall in, spending like 18 of the 22 seconds of that level in midair. Now welcome to the longest level in the game. This level is not completable in less than, say, 40, maybe 39 seconds. It is simply, very simply, just 3 jumps that you have to take without dying, so it should, you know, figure with you how difficult these jumps are, in fact, to take without dying. We are cycle-locked, so it doesn't really hurt me to sit around and watch the explosions behind me. It's just, you know, I have to entertain myself somehow here. Now, there is a skip at the end of this level that I ain't going for because, as I said, it's the longest friggin' level in the game. If we go for the skip and die, that's 40 seconds getting back to that point. So, level 7, in fact, this sci-fi world ends pretty angrily and as though it hates us all. Welcome to the washing machine world. We are on the tumble dry cycle. That would make it a dryer pond. Oh, I made it! I just barely made it on that early jump. All of these levels can steal time from you. All of them want to kill you. This one, I'm gonna need you to chant something with me. All skill, no luck. All skill, all skill, no luck. All skill, no luck. All skill, no luck. The only level in the game, thank you, by the way, the only level in the game in which the goal actually comes to you, and you have to position yourself to wait for it. And, boy, it's so skill-oriented, let me tell you. Me too. Oh! The level 8-1. 8-1. It's not a hard level, it gets me. It just gets me, and I don't like the level design. I don't like this level. I've said it publicly elsewhere, it's not my favorite. You can take it really good. Look at that, that was a really good clear, I know. If we go to GDQ, I will show off that level because it's a really good troll. It's a really good troll level, but if you want to see what the troll level actually looks like, I guess you'll have to invite me to GDQ, won't you? I got all the angles here. And all the angles here, that is my own route, my own strategy, fastest in the game. It's a PBIL, personal best individual level, gold. In other words, fastest possible way you can run that level, and it's in my run because I've made it so safe because I'm really, really awesome. Okay, they didn't shoot me in the face. Getting through the cannons shooting you random trucks in your face level is pretty epic. In a single pass. Oh, they're still doing it. I'm gonna wait here for just a second. Oh, tell me I made it. Oh, you made it, Fawn. You're awesome. Right. Everything, really, when you get down to it, is awesome. That's your cue. That's someone's cue. Ah, stream delay. It's fine. Okay, so they decided to start using the truck cannons to fire it up at me.
The running time is currently 5 millennia ahead of PB.
Did you say 5 million euro ahead of PB? I don't... What kind of math is that? Oh, so these are the speed rail levels. There are 2 of them in the game. The trucks go faster than you can possibly go in mid-air, so you have to inherit your speed from them. They're very dangerous. And they don't like me, personally. This is the second of them. So yeah, I'm inheriting the speed from them, I'm picking it up by running off of them, but if they get ahead of steam that I can't keep up with, it's the big jump. I probably should have been looking down at the jump instead of forward. If they manage to get ahead of me, I can't catch back up to them. Update up. Alright, let's update up, everybody. Boom, we landed it this time. I'm gonna come to the front truck, I'm going to jump early, because, yeah, they weren't done with firing trucks at my face. They made cannons and they're gonna use them. Oh wow, that was really dangerous. And to the goal, we're fine. We're fine. And now into what I think of as the clock tower level, just because it's got a bunch of gears in it. As I've said before, if you get up to 88 miles per hour while you're in this level and the lightning strikes, you can go back and date your mom. You don't want to though, don't do that, it's weird. It's a weird movie, man. I love it. It's a good set of alright, so through this level, 8-10. Last level before we go into the last world of the game. So enjoy the lack of things on fire and screaming, shrieking voices and terror. Yes? Okay, thank you. This is an invisible plane that I think accidentally got left in the game. So we found it and we use it to project ourselves to the goal, and welcome! Welcome to hell! These are the hell levels, ladies and gentlemen. You might have been wondering, what's the plot of this game? What's going on here? What's the lore? Well, the lore is, I'm making this up. The lore is that there are souls...
EHIS is your World 8 time update. You are currently 2 days 3 hours 20 minutes behind PB and might as well give up.
3 days behind PB! Ah! There's the souls of bad, evil trucks.
I'm getting Vietnam flashback.
Me too. Souls of evil trucks have been, they're on a convoy to Hades' realm because they've been naughty, naughty trucks. And so they need to suffer in lakes of lava and with inverted crucifixes swinging and slapping at them, apparently. Okay. Okay, Pawn, be careful. Don't be careful. Be fast. Oh, I took that. I bounced off the edge of the crucifix. I'm gonna go. Yes! Yes! We get through here a single pass. That's amazing. Getting through just about any of these levels in a single pass is kind of epic. Yeah. Nope, 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 nope. Just landing it. Looking ahead. Okay. Maybe? No! As you can see, neither I as the player nor the designers of the game have any idea what's going to happen here. It is completely random. The trucks are just going to be thrown around by the in-game physics, and maybe there's a way to get to goal when they're done with it. Into the goal, there was. Now into 9-5, we're going to go real fast here, or we're going to screw it up and not go real fast here. Pop, yes. Run off, jump. Okay. Yep. Oh! I'm not drowning. Okay? Not yet, anyway. How are we doing on that sub 30-minute time I promised to GDQ earlier? Uh-oh. Okay, I didn't get the jump that I like to get, which skips a lot of this. But it's great. It's fine. I wanted to touch all of these trucks. They've all been evil. You can hear their shrieking in pain as I stomp them down into the spikes. So they all deserved that. All right, welcome to, literally, it is agreed upon by all the speedrunners of the game, the worst level in the game. Oh, okay. Yeah, you guys want to go? Do you want to? So, this one, very often there's no path to goal. Very often the path to goal is so hard to get that it's nigh impossible. In this valley, which you have to pass through just to get toward the last half, none of the jumps really work correctly. This tessellated terrain confuses the in-game physics in a way that... VDPQLF. Go, please drive. Oh, and there's lava coming. Did I mention that there's a sea of lava coming up from underneath us? I just sit here and wait it out. If I get a truck that's gonna take me to the end, I just sit there. Because I'm a speed runner, and that's the speediest way. So now they're rolling pentagrams at us. The timing, angle, and velocity of the pentagrams is random. I can't believe we got through that in a single clear. 9-9 now. Just gotta make it up this chain, which is a lot harder than it looks. I'm gonna take a pop, I'm gonna take another pop. I'm gonna throw myself forward. It did not pop the way that I had hoped it did. The fact that I'm still alive is only a small miracle. Get to this truck. You may notice that there's a rain of trucks coming down. You see the shadows to my right, you see the trucks actually coming down, that sort of a thing. We just ran ahead of them. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the last level in Clustertruck. This is my good friend. I got somebody for you to meet. This is Cluster Satan. As you know, if you are familiar with the scriptures, the Dark Lord is indeed made of trucks. There is a path, if you've read Dante's Inferno, a path to the top of the Dark Lord that is also made of trucks, and if you can navigate it, despite the fact that all of these trucks are covered in basically black ice, and you slip around on them if you start moving too fast, if you can navigate to the top of him, you know, Cluster Lucifer here, he has a button on the top of his head, and if you hit it twice, then you will defeat the Dark Lord and free the trucks! Or if you're a speedrunner, you only have to do it once, because we got a special skip to do it! I am the Ronin Paw, and that was Clustertruck, and that was a sub 30-minute time!
That was 1 in a million.
What? Ronin Pawn! Yeah! Bump it! Bump it! There's no one in the room with me. I am the Ronin Pawn, that's Clustertruck in the noability percent, and that is the run that I am submitting to GDQ. Thank you so much for the opportunity to submit. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, I've spoken to some of the any percent runners of this game, and I have the agreement of Connor Ace to participate in a potential incentive where we could have the noability percent run before the any percent run, which does some incredible, visually incredible stuff to skip a lot of the parts where I was having so much trouble and dying on that I think would really wow the audience twice right in a row. Just an idea, doesn't have to be, pitching it out there. If you've watched to the end, congratulations, you're a trooper. Thank you, GDQ. Thank you, chat. Thanks, everyone, for participating. Hopefully, I will see you at Summer Games Done Quick 2019. Pawn. Hang on. Pawn out. Play the outro. Somebody play the outro music. Oh, bye. And that's it. That's our thing. We'll cut. We'll just do some cuts in there, and that'll be our submission. What do you think? What do you think? Is that submittable? It starts out pretty sloppy, but
I don't need your handouts. I'm an adult.
We got it first time. The first time clear, though, huh? First time clear with the 2930. Man, we're definitely safe to put in the 30-minute run of Clustertruck when I started out with a World 1 and 2 that puts me that far behind and still managed to put it in. Wouldn't you say, wouldn't you think? You can't buy me hot dog, man, says Noah Craw. So many cheers. Yes, you can. Whoa! So many cheers? What was going on during that run? Because I heard the things coming in, but I didn't... Dramacian, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Good God. 4,208 by Dramacian this week. RMAJ with 1,500 this week. Man, thank you guys so much for your support. What do you think? Any chance that I get into GDQ with that? It's been a while since I've popped in a stream, and I remember when you first started playing this game. That was pretty incredible. Thank you, Revi21. Isn't it? Man, I occasionally go back and watch a couple episodes from the old, Clustertruck Let's Play 2016, youtube.com/Ronin Pawn series, and the things that used to, give me trouble, huh? The things that turned into hours worth of comedic, God, this guy sucks at this game, that, I have now mastered, at least to some degree. Ereboros subscribed. Thank you, Ereboros, for the subscription. I think you just broke the overlay. Sometimes the subscriptions don't fire and it breaks everything. RMAJ subscribing again with Twitch. Oh, thank you guys. Hang on, let me get the friggin' overlay working again. We'll just refresh it and that should bring it back to life. The chat will still move and other things will still fire, but subscriptions, somehow they get clogged and they don't move anymore.
All the time. Here's one for free.
There you go.
To give pawn and they were locked.
What? What? Just went to give pawn and they were locked. What's locked? What was locked? Yeah, let's get some Ronin Pawns in chat, you guys, for all the support. Thank you so much. Thank you. You make me feel good. You make me feel good about that run. Started out sloppy, but, it really isn't about the run, is it? It's about the show. 9-7 is the best level in the game, said Snakeathon. Thanks, Snake. 9-7. We all agree 9-7 is the worst. It's the worst in the game. Tessellated terrain, throwing you all over the place. So, we did it. All that time, all that work, all that training, we made it, we did it, we finished it, we're done. I feel so empty now and lifeless. I have an ontological crisis. I need to go buy a convertible and date a woman 20 years younger than me. I'll be back in a... you know what, I'll get to it later. Actually, are there any 20-year-old girls? Oh, no. No, that doesn't mean... Okay, I was just a slip. I'm not that old. I don't... I moisturized today. You can't see the cracks, can you? So let's go ahead and, for the sake of it, for the fun of it, let's review that run just to look at how we were doing. World 9, I came out of that 40 seconds faster than the PB, 23 seconds slower on 8, 11 seconds slower on 7. Ooh, we got a gold in the midst of World 6 there, 6-5. 6-5. Would that be the one where I usually take a safety strat and pop from the middle truck and then go over, and that time I just kind of ran it and went straight through? I'll bet that's the one. And that was only 4.7 seconds behind, only 11 out of there. We actually managed our time pretty well in the mid-game. I guess if you guys send enough donations, maybe. World 5, the laser world, 25 seconds over. Not bad considering, you know, how much RNG there is in the middle of the laser world. World, oh no, that was actually RNG world, so that's not bad at all considering RNG world being RNG world. World 4, 30 seconds over. What I said before still applies. World 3, winter, 25 seconds over. World 2, yeah, World 2 snaked a lot from me. Where did it snake it? 2-2? And then 2-3. Really? Yeah, I guess I did run a number of passes of that. So yeah, it started a little bit slow there. Oh, wow. I didn't actually get a sub 2 minute clear of World 1 on that pass. Ugh. Ugh. But you know, like I say, it's actually quite, if you want to look at it in the most positive sense, and I do, it's actually quite a good thing to know that even if things start out poorly, you know, I can still put in that sub 30, baby. Let's see. 20 years old is out of high school, says RMAJ. You know what I love about high school girls? I keep getting older. They just stay the same age. I still don't understand where that quote comes from, other than Family Guy. I do not know how old Pawn is, so my guess is that Pawn's minus 20 is 12-ish. All right. All right, I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, well, you know, for it being such a big event, the problem is that it only takes 30 minutes, and we kind of launched right into it when we came back from the live stream break, so now we got time. We got time to fill. So what are we going to do with that time to fill? Anybody got any guesses? Jermacian? Others? Anybody got any ideas for what we might usually do to fill a little bit of time before we get to the next live stream break? Yeah! We'll just have a chat with Zelda, or a man who wants us to take a sword, because it's dangerous, and we shouldn't be alone. I've got an idea. What if we did another speed run in a different game? What if we speed runned Shenzhen IO Solitaire?
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
All right. So, you know, I do the solitaire run. It calms my nerves a bit. I feel good anyway, but it calms my nerves again a bit to just sort of contrast the Clustertruck experience. And also because it's the best friggin' solitaire, and it's a really good game, and I really enjoy it. And in 3, 2, 1, go! Shenzhen IO Solitaire. Here we go. All right, that looks like a nice start. So we get 7s and 6s. I'll get down to an 8. So if I do 6 to the 7 and 7 to the 8, now if I put that 9 away, I'll probably back myself into a corner. So avoid that for now. We've got an 8, 7, 6 line going right there. Yeah, I'll back myself into... Wait, you get the 7 and the 6. Where's the next nearest 8? It's nowhere near us. All right, I'm putting the 9 up.
SGDQ, welcome to Solitaire.
Sorry? Who? Yeah. What? Hi, GDQ. Welcome to Solitaire. This is Mosaic Task Force. Yeah. Welcome to Solitaire. This is an alternate speed run. If you'd like to give me more time on screen, then we'll run Solitaire for you. I'm pretty impressive, actually. You know, you can see my sum of best up there. It's pretty awesome. So 2 red dragons showing. We've got 2 more. This one's buried. If I pull this off and get the 7 out, really got nothing to do with it. It does get down that 1. And then we do get down to, I'm just gonna do, well, wait. Pull the 5 and then that's too many. That's too many. I'm just gonna pull this. Bad idea, Pawn. Shh. I'm just gonna pull this and I'm gonna push you aside, and then I'll have no places left. That's a bad idea, Mr. Pawn. Is it? It is. Okay. If I pull the 7 and move the 6 over, that kind of dead ends too because of the lack of 8s. If I pull you off and get the 8 out and restack. 7, 8, 6, 6, 6. No, that's all right. Now you're just invoking the devil's numbers. Don't do that. GDQ's still watching. I'm sure they're enthralled. We get that 5 out. Does it go anywhere? No, but we do have 3 black dragons. I can pull the 9 back down, but again, we got no 8s anyway. Pull pull the 7, get the 1 out. That's 3 red dragons. The 4th is underneath there. I pull you, get the 4 out. It doesn't move anything. The 7s will take the 2 and the 3. It doesn't help me. I don't think. Anyway. Multiplayer solitaire. Yeah, we'll do that for GDQ. If I move you, I get the 6. 6 comes over to the 7, and then we're dead in the water again. This one might have up and died on me before I had a good chance. I'm gonna pull the 9 back down and put you up, because that's a thing that I can do. So 8 there. We've already got the other 2 8s, so that's the last 8 that we'd need for that. I don't know, I'm just moving things around now to see if anything happens. If I pull the 1 and the 2, I can put the 2, the 3, then the 4, and then the red 5 is there and I can't get rid of it. And it doesn't get me back down to anything that's useful. Black 3 is underneath all that stuff. I think this one went and locked up on me. I really think it did. Yeah. I'm just gonna pull the 7. I'm gonna take the 1 and the 2. And then, you know, I'll just go through the motions, even though pretty sure this isn't going anywhere. 3 to the 4, 4 to the 4. Yes. And now we're stuck because the 5 won't stack anymore. The black 3 is under there. The green 2 is deep under there. Nothing moves around. Nothing goes anywhere, so that one didn't start. That was a non-starter. In 3, 2, 1, go! Sometimes you get a non-starter, sometimes you ruin a good one. And you're never quite sure which, because the game doesn't tell you. So we got a lot of 7, 8, 6 stuff going on, and 3 2s and whatnot. I want to do it in a way that backs me up too early. I'm going to start with the 6 on this 7, and then take this 5, and then that 4. Which of the 3s do you want? Down to another 3. Do I have another 4 showing, or will I have shortly? You will. So I'll take that 3. Because then when this 7 goes on this 8, we'll get this 3 out as well. And I'll put you up there, because that's what we do when we get to that level with the cards, if there's just one there. We've got an 8-7 stack, we got a 7 stack that goes all the way down there. The 6 can move over. The 5 can come. Starting to dig into some of these dragons now, which is a good thing. I can get 2 red dragons showing, then there's a 3rd and a 4th. They're pretty buried. Black dragons pretty buried. Green dragons aren't that buried, except for you. But if I pull this off, move you there, restack, yeah, this 4 goes on there. We swap the 3s around so I can get this 3 free, and now the green dragons are right in front of me and I gotta go for them. So, green dragons away. Thank you. Just tell me I didn't just, you know, give myself a situation I can't recover from. It's possible to do so. 4 and 3 can go on the 5. Yes, put this 5 on this 6, and we can move this 5 on this 6, the 8 on that 9. 9 over here. We'll swap the 8s around. Okay, 2 red dragons, 2 black dragons. 3rd red dragon's right there. 4th is under all that. Get a 7. Oh, the 7 comes off of there. The 2 goes up. 7 right there for the 6. But I can't quite dig to it as of yet. I'm going to swap one of these for one of these, just so I don't back myself into the corner later. Pull you off, it gets me down to another black dragon, but then we're locked up. Where's the red one? Well, it's right there. If I get that, and the 2 goes up with it, the 3s start moving. That's risky. Who wants to be risky? Yeah, a whole lot of cards are going to start moving. Yes! Yes! And that's the game. Alright, that's the set, rather. First set coming in, we're about 35 seconds over our PB, but that's fine, we can pull that back. 2 red dragons right on the surface, 3 of them really that aren't that deep. The 4th is kind of deep there. 5, 4, 3 restack would be good. 6 there.
Cooking with Pawn speedrun.
Cooking with Pawn speedrun? Maybe. I'll move you up in order to get this hole back, so now we've got a stackable hole. If I move you again, I can get the 7 back out, but man, I am just trading places for places here. I'd like to be doing something better than that. 2 can go on the 3. That's a 5 stack going there. If I get the 6 out, then I can stack you and then restack you. Alright, we'll try it. 6, 7. Now we've got all the way to 8 there. This 4, if it got out of the way, the 8 could stack there. Yep. Okay, so the 4 comes over, the 8 stacks there, the 3 comes over to the 4. If that 3 comes off, open that up. With that 5. 5 comes back down.
Paul, do you like lofi hip hop music?
Yes, actually. Yes. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? This is a very unthought out move that I'm about to take. Oh, I took it. I took it. At 2 goes up, we've got 3 red dragons showing now. The 4th is right under there, but we'd need an extra slot in order to get back to them. And there's so many dragons and there's nothing to move anymore. And I just locked it up because I wasn't thinking about it. Pretty sure we're locked up there. Do I have a green 3? Where is the green 3? It's under there. The 2's here. I can't swap that 2 for that 2. Or rather, swap their position on the 3s. Looks locked. Looks locked. Yep. Which, during a speed run, just means that we reset the level and we carry on and we carry over our time. We really gotta go fast, though. That wouldn't matter. Put the 8 on the 9 there to get that 1 out. Put the 7 on this 8. I'll swap the 8s around there and restack those 9 8s. We got the 7 6 thing going on. The 6 can come over here. We'll again trade everything around so that it makes sense. This 6 can come over here. That 7 doesn't take another 6, but we got a 3 4 scenario going on right here. If I pull you up, the 2 goes away, the 4 comes back down, the 3 does that. Now we got 3 black dragons right there. If I can get down to that one. This seems like another bad move. You know what? Here, 5 on the 6. That gives you another space. And then when I do that, and then pull you over, and send you up, black dragon's away, and we've still got spaces to play with. Alright, so the 7 goes on the 8. That 3 can just go away. This 5, no. Red dragons are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I pull you off, I get the 4 there, red dragon's away now. Green dragons, there's 1 under there, there's 1 under here. So boom and boom, green dragons go away.
Red dragons.
And now I'm just gonna try and restack this stuff. There we go. It's gonna solve itself for us and we get to move on to the next split. You can definitely see the stream delay at work whenever we do Shenzhen IO. So 3 black dragons right at the surface. Last one's buried there. Green dragons are looking gettable. Red dragons, a little nested, but should be fine. So we got the 4 on the 5. 5 doesn't go back to the 6. The 8 goes up. The 3 on the 2 on the 4 kind of stuff. We'll do the 4 on the 5. Put the 8 up. The 2 on the 3. 3 on this 4. Got a 9 out now, so the 8 can come back down if we want it to. I think we do. Pull that off. There's so many cards to move to get down to there. I need another 6. I'm gonna put both of you up, and then pull both of you back down, so that I can get that 6 stack. Now I need 7s. 7, 7, 7, all the 7s are completely buried. This is probably a, dead-end puzzle. Very often you will get that here. I'm gonna put this up, I suppose. And then there, and then get the green dragons. Yeah! It should have been obvious to me some time ago. Now if I pull the 6 off, it'll take all of that stuff. 9 and the 8. Pull you off, the 2 will go up. And then the 3 can restack. Gets us another card that keeps things moving. Where's the last one? It's under all of you. An 8 won't really have anywhere to go. Move you up, move you over. That red 3 can go up, and then I get rid of the black dragons. Yeah. Black dragons away. I move things around. Where's the last 9? It's under you. I'm gonna put you up. Bring the 8 over here. The 4 now can go to that 5. This 9, if I do that and then pull you over, that's everything moving now. Up to the 7s anyway, because the 7s need to be restacked and they're buried under the reds. Red dragons go away. Boom, and we're done. That's our split, and our time is 8 minutes and 49 seconds for 3 consecutive games of Shenzhen IO Solitaire, and actually it was 4 because one of them just died in the middle of it. But not a bad time for, you know, if you divide by 3, especially if you divide by 4. I'm happy, and I'm happy just because, you know, I enjoy that game a lot. And it calms my nerves. It just enacts a different part of the brain. The part that isn't going, oh god, trucks! So I enjoy it. Speed run, let's play English platformer indie game. Sorry? The yellow dragons are the problem, says Zorglob. If you're seeing yellow dragons, do you have, like, okay, Advil. Do you have Advil in the house? You need a blood thinner. Tylenol. You're seeing yellow dragons? Are they speaking? If they're speaking, it's okay. If they're being silent and sitting in the corner, you need to call someone. Speedrun punching people with one finger, says Noah Craw. No. I think we'll do another Clustertruck run today, and we'll run for PB for the last section of the live stream. Nice to have done the GDQ run, you know? Why not? Why not? I'll have to review it and see how I feel about it and whether or not I'm going to submit it as that, but I think I just will. You know, it's good, it's fun, it's my personality, it's the kind of thing that I do as an entertainer, I think. And, you know, it doesn't get your hopes up too high for the speed run, does it? So let's take another live stream break. When we come back from it, a little bit more Clustertruck. In the meanwhile, listen to some music, you know, see if you can't form a romantic relationship with someone whom you're interested in, but don't get all needy and stuff and clutchy and just you know, if they say no, you just got to be like, oh, okay. But, you know, but maybe just try and reach out, you know, send them a text message, you know, order some flowers, maybe buy some tickets for a cruise and then present them to them and say, hey, you want to go on a cruise with me? That's a really good first date. It's not creepy at all. We'll be back in 7 minutes, pulling not out. I am the early pawn, back at twitch.tv/RonanVaughn, with more Clustertruck ahead. I didn't have anything to do during the break, you know, I already peed. Beer's like half full after 2 hours of sipping at it. Looks like I took a big pull off of that, right? I barely let it. Anyway. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Snakeathon, it occurred to me, I forgot entirely to do this, by the way, at the beginning. I'm very sorry. Wouldn't have. Well. But Snake, how did your Snakeathon. Will you shut up? Snakeathon ran any percent today, or was scheduled to, anyway, run any percent Clustertruck at, I think it's the Midwinter Speed Sprint? Another speedrunner event that, you know, happens, as is evident by the title, round the midwinters-ish. If you're still in chat, Snakeathon, how did that go? Did you get to, you know, did you run it? Horrible commentary, good runs, says Snakeathon. There you go, see? And I did a horrible run with you know, passable commentary, maybe. We'll see on the playback. So we're just balancing out the karma of the universe there. You do that, I'll do this. Be way better off. If, you know, you did the running and I did the talking. That's all I'm saying. Join me at GDQ someday. You know, if they'll let us in at all. Hollow, how do you get yours? Her what? RMAJ? Okay. Nope, shouldn't have looked at that. I gotta go put some soap in my eyes. Hang on. Okay, so we're gonna just finish out the live stream here with a little bit more Clustertruck. We did our GDQ, you know, submission recording. Hopefully that came out okay. We got a 2930 out of it. I put in the sub 30 that we've been working on, and, you know, it's excellent proof of the fact that when things are going a little bit sideways, still got the 30. Still got the sub 30. No, relationship pawn. Jesus, RMAJ. Oh, I just saw fingers and how do you get yours, and I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to know what you're talking about. You keep it to yourself. You keep it to yourself there. I'm going to get back into the game here. I'm going to load up the splits for Clustertruck now that we also, you know, speedrun Shenzhen.io. Just doing all the things is what we're doing. All of them. So get the right layout back up. All worlds in the segment category. And we're back into Clustertruck. This time we're going to run for PB. We will reset as needed. And we'll be running for PB until I just decide, I can't. No, let's just keep running on it. That's how we usually do it, right? In 3, 2, 1, go! And we're in, and the timer didn't start. Okay, let's try that again in 3, 2, 1, go! Timer started. Timer started. Oh, that's not the right open. That is definitely not the right open. I can still turn it into something. Not really. Not really. Shouldn't even open on that. Shouldn't even bother running on that. But look at me doing it. Look at me doing it. So, World 2. Well, Level 2. This game really confuses me with the whole...
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
It didn't, though. I was totally in the goal. I would have gotten off if I wasn't in the goal. Game really, like, confuses me when I go to talk about it, you know, with the world level thing. I don't know, it seems apparently in my vocabulary, you call a level a world. And it messes me up. That's a good clear through that, 8.2. If I could have clicked the next level button, we'd be running on, like, segment PB. And we're definitely not there. World 1-3, ladies and gentlemen. The first instance of, this is how things are gonna go wrong for you. Ow, managed to pull it out with a 7.38. Even when I messed that up, that's pretty nice. Boom. Nope. 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 If I'm running for speed, then I'm gonna take a lot of, you know, a lot of deaths here. And since it is right at the beginning, okay, thank you for that one. Might as well be running for speed as opposed to safety while we're going for PB. Nice. Nice. That's a 6.8. I knew it before I saw it in the bottom right-hand corner, I promise you. And up into the air, pop, run, pop, jump, out, 8.4. That's the average. 8.2 was really good on that previous run. Sure. Sure, why not? For fun? For funsies? Yeah. I'll take you all the way up. Run off the side of this one, come down to you, take another little hit and a pop for a 7.1 out of there. That's a good average. 1-5, we take the pop as we come past that corner, fall off to the right, back to the left, hit, jump over that, and go out with an 11-4 probably. 11-3, yep. I know what these levels look like down to the microsecond. I'm gonna do the safety strat. That didn't really work there. There's still a lot of safety to it though. Still a lot of safety. Even if you don't get over the wall, you can manipulate the chunks of wall in midair in order to get you what you wanted in the first place. Didn't quite make the long jump, so it slows me down a bit there. 2 short pops fall off the side. Perfect. Nailed it. Woo! Thank you for still existing. See things exploding in a place they don't usually explode. What's waiting for me up there? Really don't know. I think I'm just gonna wait here. Okay, could have gone a lot earlier than that, couldn't you? I was trying to set up for the pop where I could have gone even earlier. And I cost myself additional time. That's how it goes, isn't it? Everybody knows that's how it goes. Everybody knows that the war is over. Everybody knows that the good guys lost. Everybody's got that sinking feeling like their mama or their dog just died. Leonard Cohen, very depressed individual. Also a Zen Buddhist monk in the lineage of my lineage of Zen Buddhism. Like his teacher, is one of my teacher's teachers. And I believe that teacher is now dead. I believe he went on to... Oh! Greater things in the universe. Okay. I'll do it one more time. I'll do it one more time. Arg, with me in this level, man. Arg. Nope. Gotta pull back for it. 2-2. Especially when I'm sitting here talking about Leonard Cohen. But yeah, he is an ordained monk in my lineage. My senior students and my Zen master and stuff like that, you know, he's giving them free tickets to concerts, and you know, chatted with him at various pseudo-social events. Alright, that's too much. We'll start her over. That's too much nonsense. I've got connections to... Uh-oh. Yep. Shoot. I just ruined my PB split there. Let me just clear that out. Best segment. Ooh, both of those are ruined. First and second one were already there. Okay, well then I didn't ruin it too bad. Just delete them. Resave. So that my sum of best segments reads appropriately. And go again. That happens with the auto splitter. Yeah, I've got connections to Leonard Cohen. In terms of like Kevin Bacon style connections, how many degrees of separation are you? 1. And the same with Ani DeFranco, who is like the musician and poet whom most influenced me as a musician and poet, and who I spent like a ridiculous amount of my youth being absolutely in love with, for a woman who at the time was a devout lesbian. Just because she seemed to understand me, you know? In her lyrics, I'd never heard anyone else who had so, like, conceived of where I was coming from, the younger version of me. So yeah. Had I wanted to, I totally could have, like, met Ani DeFranco on the virtue of my, time as a Zen monk. But, by that point, I was a Zen monk, and I had realized that, like, that kind of thing, especially the way that I'd been looking at it from my youth, of, you know, just being kind of in love with some public figure kind of thing, was, not necessarily healthy. Okay, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm just gonna wait you. I'm just gonna wait you. And so when the opportunity arose, or when I recognized how close it was more like a part of a wake-up call for me to be like, yeah, and that's exactly why, like, you finally made it to Zen, which it seems like you've been searching for all your life, and then found out, oh my god, something like this actually exists? Like, this is a moment to make the right decision, and the right decision is to be like, oh cool, you know Ani DeFranco? That's neat. I'm a big fan, and just leave it at that. instead of making it a whole thing.
This is your team update. You are currently 20 seconds ahead of people.
Oh, yay. Hit! Yeah! I saw that coming. Oh! Let's try and not lose all that 20 seconds. Even though that's one of the slowest clears of that level I've had in an age. Alright, now. Now? Now. Nice. Through with the 10.4. A nice little run through there. See, we can't come through World 2 deathless! I just say that so loud because I'm saying it out loud and I know that I'm tempting fate, so I might as well speak it with great confidence. Come on, fate! Bring it! It's like, you don't want that. This game has too much RNG. Okay? I will get you. 9.5 out of there, that's the time. 9.57 even. That's the time I'm looking for. I'm gonna take the safety version, just to connect with this guy instead of the other one. The other one is, when I say safety version, it's kind of hard for me to decide which is really safer when you get right down to it. The two methods there, because they're kind of safe in different ways. But, given that I was so far behind at the opening of that level, I knew exactly which one I needed to take. Yeah! That wasn't safe at all, was it? No, it wasn't. 2-9, jump, pop. Pop. No! No PB boulder! No! Bad boulder! I saw it, though. Does that mean I get to have a new PB? And go. That was a slowdown I really didn't have to take, I don't think. But hey, it was safe, I'm still alive. Didn't get my jump that I want out of there. So we'll just see how things go for us up ahead. Okay, you kinda got your nose up? Yes! Woohoo! We did it! We came out of World 2 deathless. Alright, I think. Because I wasn't counting a death. I sometimes do that. Sort of miscount. Digits, you know, integers? Very complicated. Am I the only one who thinks so? Didn't get it, so we'll go for the, whoa! Conventional strat. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you, level, for pushing those trucks off to the right to replace the one that I destroyed.
Time over PB increase.
Okay, hang on. Now I can look. Hey, 20 seconds. Alright. Very nice. I'll come off the spacebar, pick up a little bit more speed. Wow. That didn't help at all. They just let me fall farther. Go, jump. Give it to me. Hey. Okay, there we go. Come around the corner. Lean in. Turn into the goal. Can we get this full this time? Nope. Nope. I thought for a second, maybe. Come on. Come on. I know the spot. I know how to do it. There it is. That little turn in at the end. It really helps to come in at that flatter is what we discovered one day. Oh! And I was putting it in time after time after time after again, but I guess if I don't just keep practicing it constantly, it's just not gonna be there for me. That's just close enough, maybe, hopefully? Yes. 3-8. Run off the front, pick up some speed, and hope to get lucky. Yes! Thank you, level. Thank you, thank you, thank you for an 8.7 out of there. And you just tried to kill me. It's fine, I'm gonna take some safety pops right here. Come into this one the way that I want to. Take one more safety pop, and then up and over. Nice. And 310. The level of, you know, our great demise. Very potentially, anyway. Through, up, over, stop. Yep, we're good. We're not good. Those trucks are pushing on each other in a way that they're gonna get each other killed! Oh! Microsecond. Microsecond behind that jump. Boom. Okay. Don't get any microseconds behind any jumps this time, Pawn. And out. And out. I don't think we lost any time over PB, because I think PB had to go through there twice as well. Okay, that's a lot of lasers to give me. Coming in. Oh, but she also gave me a nice clear path straight through. Thank you. Oh, restart. Restart. Threw me in a weird way. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. No. Yep. Start looking for the end truck. Nice. And through. 14-3, not bad. Now 4-3. Just back and forth. Back and forth like it ain't no thing. Left to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. I think we're going for like a 13.0 out of here. Tells us we went fast. 13.3 is pretty good too. Maybe it's a 13.2 that we're looking for, and I'm just mistaken. Oh, wow! And I got the next level click. That's a PBIL gold. Well, I don't know if it's a PBIL gold, but that's a gold in the splits. I know that's a gold in the splits. And through into the gold. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. Load me onto a truck that's already bent over. Okay, not getting my method through here, but that's fine. We can still safely walk it through.
Whoa.
That's I've often thought the same thing, but I'm glad you said it first. I didn't want to be the one to say it out loud. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I'll take it. just snow plowing a truck the whole way through the level. Sure. Why not? Stop here for safety, and then under and pop through. 4.8, now 4.9. Yes. Go. Stop. And go. Stop. I was way ahead of the cycle there. God, I recognized it, huh? 4.10. Okay, I'm gonna need some fortune, because my method did not give me the fortune. Now wait, stop, jump. Okay, don't get hit. Thank you. And into the goal. And out of 4.10 deathless as well, I think. Alright, the RNG world. So likely to take stuff from us. Okay, good choice, Pawn, to just wait it out. Through 5.1 now, into 5.2.
蒂梅阿普达特 YOUAREINSANELAT FORTYSECONTSAHAPOFPB 多特 SCREWITPAWMPAWNTOITPAWITPAWN.
What I heard was W, and I agree. Someone needs to doppel me. Quickly. We need multiple versions of me. Level 5.5, Gatekeeper, by the name of Inappropriate Touching, and this is why. Because I consider it safer to go through by avoiding the trucks. 5.6, stand over here, count to 3, and then go. Except for I forgot to count to 3, but that's fine. 5.8, I'm gonna stop here. Woo! Really close to hitting that, that wall as we're coming. Oh, thank you for the good cycle. And
Time
through.
update. You are in Sanelat. 1 minute ahead of PB. Don't screw it, pound, do it, pound.
Don't screw it, pawn, do it, pawn. Don't screw it, pawn. Well, I just screwed it. Yeah, that was,
It's no use!
was a really horrible setup.
It's no use!
Okay, let's take it the quote-unquote safe method, as though such a thing exists. Oh, snowplow! Yeah, you shouldn't have said. You really shouldn't have said. You're a minute ahead of time. I'm blaming this on you.
It's no use! It's no use! It's no use!
You're not wrong. Oh! He gets it out. Woo! And out of 5.8. Alright, 5.9. Please let me through the RNG world, if you would not mind terribly. To the front truck, wait for a moment, and then go straight to the goal. And 5.10. 5.10. Long eyes for 5.10. Here, there was no way for me to see anything because that truck blocked my view, so the long eyes didn't help at all. Here! Yeah! Okay. Short pop, carry the speed through, jumpy, go straight to this guy, so we have a chance at early popper, not that early popper. Yes! Early popper. Whew. So risky to do that. Risky not to do that, though, as well. So you gotta choose which way you want to risk it. We're into the ancient world. World 6 now. Poppy, drivey, jumpy, runny, stoppy. And we're just gonna take the safe route through here, as always. Yeah, we lost a lot of good being vastly ahead time there, didn't we? Bing, bing, bing. and out. 6-2 now. Another one of my problematic levels right here. Right here. Because of this. Because of the, you know, it's just a lot of really sharp turns. A lot of really sharp turns. 6-3 now. I'm just gonna wait up here for a second and then lean into the side of you. Get an extra kick to go to the goal. And 6-4. Waterfall Truck Villa. They upgraded. They now have a condo association for this world, and they decided to call it a villa. Really increased their property values. They also added the term Bitcoin to their stock portfolio, and boom, like immediately, just so much more valuable all of the property. Go, up and over, connect with it in midair, and just take it straight to the goal. Nice 6-5 there. Lean into the side of this guy, take a pop that gets you to this double set of trucks, and then 2 pops. Third one with a slight delay, puts me over, gets me to here, and then I go to the outside, and then I turn around and come back. Hopefully without grazing the walls with my head, as is something that I will occasionally do. Okay, just taking the slower method here, because I kind of messed up the fruit. Well, I just didn't get it. It's hard to get sometimes. Uh-oh! Oh, man. Yeah, it's actually easier for me to take the other method if I get it. Come on, just hold spacebar the whole time. You can't come off a spacebar when you're doing this method. There you go. That was my mistake on the last one. I came off of the spacebar. It helps to keep you in midair for a little bit longer. Trucks! Trucks! I'm gonna need you to go a little bit further. Ah! I really worked a really bad situation there for everything that I could get. And still just didn't get anything out of it. Go, 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 go. Why do you do that? Oh, I reset and I was still alive. Ah. It's my fingers. My fingers will do that to you. What? Fingers will do that to me. I'm so unfamiliar with taking the lead truck, like I just rushed it there, that I waited when I didn't have to at all. God. Off the side. Okay. Didn't think I was catching the edge of you. Thought I had the top. Yep. Made it. And now 6-10, I'm gonna reset immediately so that I can get rid of the level load pop and slide right on through, and we're into level 7-1. Our little setup for the skip here. Oh, no. I should reset right now. I'm gonna reset right now, because I got hit by the truck on the way up. There you go. There you go. So that's more time lost for us. Stack that up on the pile. Right in there. Straight to the goal. 16-9. That's a nice time out of there. Half a second faster than you can come through in a lot of circumstances. Using the same technique. Still slower than a lot of what the other runners do at that level. It's a lot of better, faster techniques, but they're just so difficult to put in with regularity, at least for me. And on the back of him this time. Nice. The pop. And the runoff. No! I shouldn't have done that. It worked, but I shouldn't have done that. That's not my method. Okay, you're shooting to the left, or to the right, I'll go to the left, you're still shooting to the right. So, okay, just don't shoot me in the face, and then I think we can get along. You and I, Mr. Face Launching Missile Launcher. You know? If he wasn't gonna shoot me in the face, then they shouldn't have put that in the title. 7-5, multi-missile verse. Still looks good ahead to here at least. And then that's a big jump that I'm gonna go for as they fall off the edge. Because they'll be landing, you know, they'll be falling off, so there's less height that I need to maintain if I do that. Impressive. Now, top, fall. Ah, caught him on the back. Still, it's a clear, just not the fastest. 7-6. I'll try and take the butt bounce from you. Doesn't get me quite as far ahead as I'd like to be, but we're still okay. Yeah, we're still on time. We're still on par to get to the cycle in time, and then go it. And then skip. And then skip. Now, the skip, fall along this building, or this, whatever it is as it shifts. We're 25.2. And now, that little bounce from you as we pop out here. Good, we got nice height there. So I will be able to go this just by going straight over the front of it. And I'll have so much height I can come off of the spacebar and fall at full speed for a bit, and then get back on it to slow myself down so I'll have the time to negate my velocity and get into goal there. Okay. Land this. Nice. Jump to the front trucks, turn around and see what was waiting for you if you'd done that any slower. Yeah, wouldn't have been good. Moving on. Moving on into jump 2 of 3 very hard jumps, straight to the front truck just for the swag. Just for the swag. Stop it! Stop. If I don't see it, then it's not happening. I'm just gonna ignore you. Okay. Nice. Nice landing. Not going to rush it. I'm gonna turn around, watch them for a second. And from here I'll go it. And we're in and we're out with a 44.8. And now the washing machine level. The washing machine level. Highly random level that hates all speedrunners and doesn't really like many of the players of the game regularly either. Yes! Yes! Okay, but it does like me. It's been warming up to me anyway. I took it on a cruise last weekend. It was a little bit reticent for that to be our first day. Oh, the callbacks! Oh, the callbacks. All skill, no luck. 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 And we got out of 710 and into World 8. And the level I don't like. But it's fine. It's a fine. It's just not my favorite design. Go. 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 Nice clear there. Turn around immediately and go to the coal goal. Coal goal. 8-3. Hop over to here. Come up to you. Uh-oh. Nope. No, okay. Whew. Managed to come off the jump bar. Yeah. The space bar. Just in time. Slow it down and put it in. Nice. Nice. Still managed to pull that together. Your eyes on the truck spawn. Like all of them. The ones that are in midair, the ones that are under your feet, all them trucks. Looking good. Yeah, I'm just safe. Safe and wait. Safe and wait that level. 8-5. Don't get shot from that one. It's nice when you get them to fire early. I slowed down for them. Shoot. Okay. I'd rather be running through there, but it's safe, I guess, maybe. Now jump. Now jump. Now jump. Now pop. Pop again. And into the goal. And 8-7. Speed rail levels. These guys gotta be kind of their own volition. Or else there's less that I can do about it. There's still some stuff I can do about it, but there's less. Less of that stuff. Can I get to the front truck? I can. And you stayed down. Oh, thank you so much for your kindness. We do appreciate it here at Ronin Pawn Conglomerate Incorporated. 2, 3. Touch down on you. And you in midair. Over the front. And fall it, fall it, fall it, fall it. Get to the front truck. Okay. That was, I mean, that's definitely my fault now. Come on. Come on, they are speed rails. That one was, I wasn't expecting him to nose up. As he did right there at the end. Boom. Yeah, you're both side by side, so forget it. I'll just ride the both of you for this one. Out of this level. Okay, give me somebody to ride, and I'll just ride you to the goal. And 8-9 into Clock Tower Central. Wait just a moment for the truck cycles to make it a little bit easier for us to come through. The easier is not bumping your head right here, which is an often thing that will happen if you just go straight at it, and ever since I stopped or put that little momentary pause in there, it's gotten a lot more consistent with me not bumping my head on that final jump. In fact, it's been kind of perfectly consistent since then, so I have stuck with it. Whoa, what are you doing? Talking and not paying attention. It's 2 and then 1 and then 2 pawn. Right, 2, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Straight to the goal. Like ambulance drivers, and we're into hell. 1, 2, 3, and go. I need all the speed I can for this jump. Got it. Then stay low and fast. Yes! 15-2. 14-9. 14-9. Boom, popping out of there. Popping out of here. Hit. And quiet. Safely through 9-2. Okay. 9-3 now. Alright, you didn't even touch those trucks. This is gonna be a slow one. Don't. But don't. What if you didn't? What if you didn't? Okay? Okay! Woo! Got out of 9-3 in a single clear. Oh, the truck, like, it shoved me in a direction, because it got shoved in a direction. No! Oh! It gave me a big jump that I wasn't expecting, like if I was planning on that, maybe? There we go. Tried to pull back. You saw it. You were there. Boom. Woo! Through 9-4, now 9-5. 1, 2, 3. Fall off, pop. Pop. Run, jump. Run, jump. Run, jump. Run, jump. 15-1. It's funny because, like, my fake laugh sounds way too close to, like, my real laugh. Alright, I'll just take you, to you, to you, to you, and then straight through. And 9-7 now. Should I be quiet? Should I talk? I don't know. Nothing seems to really work. Not with any consistency. Come on, boys. I know you're gonna go it. I know you're going to go it. I know you can go it. There you go. Lava's coming. Okay. I got one of those little pop jumps that's so helpful. And totally, you know, what the game usually... Where's that truck? I've never seen a load where that truck didn't exist before. The truck that I was looking for just didn't... It wasn't. Yeah, here we go. Here we go with 9-7. Here we go, everybody. I was trying.
It's no use! It's no use! It's no use!
I agree. Oh my god. No. What happened there? I just decided you're not gonna get, it's not gonna jump. It's just not gonna jump. Even though I'm taking like the, again, the like one sort of method that's got kind of semi-safe jumps going for it, which is the hold forward sort of pop jump. You're going to the goal, aren't you? Yes. Okay, let's go together. And we're out. Sorry? Get hyped or get height? Could be either. Wow. Yeah, nice clear on 9-8. 9-9 now. Just gotta get up the chain and then not screw everything up. Okay. Take the pop here. Didn't get it. Didn't get it, so I'll run off the edge instead. Woo boy, we are going to be behind the rain of trucks now and have to avoid them. That is the least ideal of scenarios. There's the first one. Managed to get past the second one and into the goal. Whee! Alright, hello Satan. Hello Satan. Hello Fada. I am here at Camp Clustertruck. That doesn't work. No, it doesn't. Rhyming schemes. Musicians with their meters, lyrics, whatnot. Go. Up. Okay, we got the jump a little bit earlier than we could have. So that's not horrible. Pop. Pop. round the corner, stop, hop, hop. Yeah, that corner turn is really hard to pull off, and I haven't really mastered it yet. Boom. And how do we do today, pawn? We go in. Oh! Oh, it was the PB was already gone, but man, that looked so correct. And I even, like, touched the top like I'm supposed to. I'm really surprised that didn't go on. Quite shocked. And go ahead. Drop your arm. Boom. Going straight to that one, coming straight across. Okay, that wasn't, and it didn't, and it wasn't. And take the bunny hops up the corner. Get. In, up, boom. Thank you. Up, up. Stop. In. That's it. Fail skip, but it's in. 27:47. A bad time.
Des policiers qui just move to hotel à l'Omar.
Yeah, I just need to route hell a lot more. I mean, we're good on 1. We're better on 2 now than we've ever been before. 3, we're good on 3. We're absolutely good on 3. I mean, you know, sometimes you're just not gonna get through. Check the world record runs and stuff like that. It's still not gonna get through. 4? 4 is one that really, like, I never had trouble with it for the longest time, and now it's like a 50-50 or even worse. So I don't know if something changed with me or if I just, you know, stopped getting really good luck out of there. So 4 could be routed some more. Obviously 7 can be routed some more. We've only spent, I don't know, 3,000 hours on 9-7 trying to come up with a way and a method that actually has the slightest bit of consistency, so a couple of more 1,000 hours should do it. I really do think that there's some consistent points in 9-7 where if I intentionally built a run that made use of, like, mega jumps, I mean, there's not any consistent points past the open, but I could use a mega jump to, like, open the route that might make that part of it a little bit more consistent, and if I can get through, like, to the halfway point, then I've got a chance in hell. Before then, it just feels like a coin flip, and worse than a coin flip, even. But 9-7 needs it. 9-8 is fine, but I do think that there's a more consistent method that I could work on there. 9-9 is fine. It's absolutely fine. I've got the whole climb the chain thing down, and even when things don't go well, I can usually put it in otherwise, so I feel a lot better about World 9 than I ever had before. What? You cleared my splits? Thanks, game. I wanted to review them. Now they're gone. I mean, it didn't clear them, it just stored them in memory. You son of a biscuit. I wanted to look at my own splits, and... Thanks, Auto Splitter. Save them splits, then. Let's see. Hey, pawn, just do my 9-10 strat. Absolutely no setup. The over-the-top and then just the fall thing there. I've actually tried that once or twice while I was, you know, training the other strat for the in on 9-10 anyway. And I still managed to screw it up. It seems very specific in terms of, you know, not that specific or hard to put in, but it seems very specific in terms of, like, how you fall in between the two things. Is it important that you rub the truck as you're coming down or something like that? I don't know. I haven't studied it, but I gave it a quick try and it didn't immediately come in. But that would definitely reduce the time. Just getting up there, going right up and over the top and taking the jump and falling in. Even if it results in the fail skip a lot of the time. Hey, you cleared the game. You can get out of it now. You know? Save a lot of time over having to set up for that one. I'm kind of just getting, like... I'm just getting to that point where I can just see where I need to be. And where I don't really care so much about the wheel's position in reference to something else, and I'm still missing it, you know, half the time. Not quite half the time. but I'm totally getting to that point where I can just get up there and like see it and go, you're good, go. And I almost want to just keep going until like I've got it to the point where, yes, now my eyes, my mind, my hands are all in sync and they can see it and just react to it correctly. Not even fail skip, says Snakeathon. My skip is just HTDNs, but with no setup, and it sucks and no one should do it, says Snakeathon. You basically just fall down onto the side of the buttons, says Snake. I also, for 910, I definitely need to figure out the corner turn. I have put some effort into that one, and I think I'm just, when I get that far, even when I'm just running 910 on loop, I get to that point, I'm just still rushing it too much, and I think you just kind of need to, like, stop, set down, turn, and do the jump and face plant into the truck and then push your way up, because a lot of times, if I'm just running, like, my results when I was trying it was that I was just, like, turning, jumping at it, and then it'd be like, yeah, no jump for you today, and just fall down through the trucks and into the lava and that kind of thing a lot of the time. But it's clearly consistent and reproducible for so many of you to take that turn, and it's the difference between, you know, 35-second clears on that level or 42-second clears on that level. So 7 seconds to be saved, mainly just at that corner and doing that turn. So I gotta get there. I definitely gotta get there. Now that the GDQ submission is in, you know, that's something in my future, is now I can actually take the time to go back and reroute and try new segments and new strats and things. There's definitely some points in the game where I already feel like, okay, I've run that, I know that it's problematic, but I see the potential for something else. I just, you know, need to come back to it and spend some time with it. So that's on the docket, baby. Noah Cross said, Ronan Pawn, speaking of splits, my splitter didn't end when the game ended. I had to manually stop it. Yeah, if you're running segments, that's going to happen to you some of the time at least. It's supposed to, I swear on the like documentation page, it's supposed to check for, or no, it was answering a question in the comments. It's supposed to check for the fail skip. Regular, or not the fail skip, the end game state, whatever the Boolean value is for game completed. It's supposed to be checking memory for that. I don't know, maybe it only does it after it's, you know, been triggered 90 times in a row or something like that, because it's been either it's never worked for me or it used to work for me and doesn't work for me anymore. So it's either inconsistent whether it works or it just doesn't work that way, and I'm not entirely sure. This stream is way too short. Keep going. Route hell a bunch, says Hologram 1. Yeah, it is a bit of a shorter stream, isn't it? I feel like I'm done with Clustertruck for the day. What did we just put in? Another 27-minute time. That's lovely, putting in another 27. We did a 29 for GDQ. Before that, we had a 29:30, so sub 30 is not even a question anymore. I'm running my PBs. That last run, we were doing real good. Came through all the way through World 2 without taking a death. I think the first death that we took in the game was 3-5, and it was those falls, right? And then I continued on and went deathless through, like, Laser World and stuff like that. I was doing really good. Except for getting stopped at, you know, the usual spots where you get stopped at and losing that time, and then hell and 9-7. But I think 9-7 really does have that potential because there are things that you can rely on for the open. You know, you're usually going to get 2 to 3 trucks on that hillside on the right as you're coming out of the opening sort of area. And I know that you can take like a mega jump kick from the truck that's coming up and over, and then you usually jump to those trucks that are on the hillside. I know you can do that and take, like, over the chain, like I did during the GDQ run. Voice is cracking, eh? And that's not a bad, like, skip. It doesn't necessarily get you anything, though. It kind of just gets you to the same place that you would be with the trucks on the side of the, you know, taking the trucks on the side of the hill. You still end up in that valley, has been my experience, but it might add a little bit of per se, you know, if it's 5%, 10% more clearable because you sometimes get further and you can land some trucks that are already going over and down into the proper level out of the starting area, then that's worth it. Also is the potential to set up some kind of mega jump or just large jump from the trucks that are on the hillside. And now that I have these skills and can reproducibly, you know, hit the mega jump, reproducibly by not, I don't mean 100% of the time, but a lot of the time hit the mega jump, those become options. So when we do go back to 9.7 for rerouting, that is the kind of thing that I'm going to be looking for. Can I do anything here? You know, it's a really, really hard level to get through. You know, you get to a certain point, and it's like, okay, I got through this point. If I keep jumping, it's dangerous to continue going. What if I just sat this truck? And if you're not far enough ahead, you might have picked one of the trucks that actually only drives a certain segment and then parks up and stops. And then when you try and jump from that truck, because it's come to a full and complete stop, and the other truck is driving by, he'd just be a little bit over there. He's like 6 feet away or something like that. But he's going up and over a hill and heading down, and you go to jump, and the game's just like, yeah, it's this world, and the truck that you're on isn't moving. So, you know, instead of jumping, I'm just going to have you sort of trip over your own shoelaces.
Time.
Fluffy Horde? Do I still have, like, a Fluffy Horde game here? Is it still in my list? I remember we played a Fluffy Horde at some point, didn't we? It's not in the list? How did you remember that? Oh, it is in the list. Freaking carrot. Ren! You're alive, says Noah Craw. Ren Phoenix? Pawn, do you have Tabletop Simulator? I think I actually do have a code for one of the well, I don't know. You want to find out? I'll find out what's in my Steam. Which one is the Steam? I was confused Steam and Discord and also like Malware Bytes, similarly colored.
Play some Big Pharma. Speedrun it.
So, what are we looking for? A Tabletop Simulator. Speedrun Big Pharma. I was never that good at that game to begin with, let alone start speedrunning it. So I don't have anything named Tabletop Simulator. I swear I've got one of those, like, games where, is it Paper Dragons? Something, Dungeons and Dragons on paper or something like that, and it's, you know, little cartoony characters, but, you know, the game that you're playing is basically them just sitting at a table and playing D&D instead of, like, doing any of the graphics of it. You were never any good at Clustertruck to begin with, says Telegram. That's how games work. You think I can get better at speed running? That game. It just gets too complicated. I suppose if I were to speedrun Big Pharma, then that would be the thing, is that you don't get complicated. You figure out the strats to just, like, do the same thing every time, or to do the simplest thing that's going to make the most money on a regular basis. That'd be an interesting speedrun to see, actually. That style of game. See either Big Pharma or, you know, the other games that are very much in that category, that are very similarly. To have somebody just come into a level, and especially if you had, like, randomized values like you do in Big Pharma for what's going to be the big money maker this time and what your competitors are going to be doing and that kind of thing. It'd be sort of halfway to a Pokemon speedrun, wouldn't it? Because it would be about knowing strats and certain setups and being able to throw together a pill machine super, super quick. Managing your money as well, making sure of all that.
Do it, pawn. Do it, pawn.
It's the long one, isn't it?
Pawn, do it, pawn. 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 Do it.
It'd be halfway to a Pokemon speedrun, because it would also be about, like, you know, checking your stats page real quick to see what's important and what's not important right now, and just, like, your eyes are trained to grab the information and go, boom, okay, so, antihistamine. That'd be an interesting one. I don't want to run it. I would be interested to watch someone run it that way. It's the only Scott Manley is remotely good at Kerbal, says Noah. Not true. There's a lot of people out there who are incredible at Kerbal. I recently saw, actually, I won't mention who sent it to me because it would just reinforce a stereotype, but sent me a video of somebody, like, manually constructing these giant multi-stage rockets in order to go interstellar. Yeah, or in order to assemble a space station on sort of like outside of the solar system or on the very edge of the solar system or something, and just the video of like trucks dragging out giant, pillars of rockets, and then the rockets needing to be assembled, and so you use like rockets to fire up the front tip of it to lift it up and then kill the rockets and then let its own momentum like set it up, and there you go, and you just erected a skyscraper of part of a rocket that is then going to have another part of the rocket come up on a truck and get up underneath it and connect via docking ports and stuff, and dang, man. The only winning move for Kerbal is not to place his hologram one.
Shall we play a game?
Geothermal nuclear war, anybody? We're going to take another live stream break because we've been here for another hour, and I'll come back and I will probably make you all sad by not doing anything that you want me to do. So stay tuned for that. If you want to, but I will hang out here for a little bit longer, because, I'm having fun. Just chatting. So another 7-minute live stream break. We'll be back thereafter. Join me then. Pulling not out. Hello, I am the Ronan Bond, and welcome back to twitch.tv/Ronan Bond live stream on twitch.tv/Ronan Bond. It's the after party.
Sega.
Sega. No, I don't want to play the Sega thing again. Welcome back to the after party for the live stream in which we recorded, and I stopped the recording, Dramatian, I did. We recorded our GDQ noability % Clustertruck speed run submission. So now I just got to get online and we'll do some editing and then the other thing, and then probably sometime tomorrow I'll figure out how you submit something to GDQ. My first year submitting, fingers crossed. I've heard good things and other things, about my chances, but I consider them all conjecture at this point. We've been training for a long time for it, and I'm happy today. So we root on the happiness, and then we'll see. Speedrun XCOM Long War, says RMHA. No thank you. No thank you. I'll tell you what we could do just as a little after party, especially to make Hologram 1 slightly happy. No Big Pharma. But we could do a round or two of Web Sudoku. One round of Web Sudoku on easy mode. We'll speedrun Sudoku. I'm not very good at speedrunning Sudoku. I used to be quite good. I had times like 3 minutes and something were just impressive. Impressive as all heck, and I can't do that anymore. But hey, we'll throw some Sudoku at it. We'll do a round. It's no Big Pharma, but Sudoku is vaguely acceptable, says Hologram 1. Is acceptable. I need that as an audio clip for the play function. Acceptable. Where is that from?
Does Web Sudoku include punching people with your finger?
I'll be punching numbers with my finger. Is that close enough? Where is that from? Is that Space Ghost Coast to Coast? I should get some web clips from that, too. That's an old reference, and that's really good old reference, too. Space Ghost, I get some home movies clips in there. Those are my favorites, man. Favorites from the early Adult Swim era. Home movies, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Aqua Teen Hunger Force I was big into. What's he big into now? He's big into, but I don't look back at Aqua Teen Hunger Force as much as I look back at home movies and Space Ghost. Those were two, like, boundary-pushing, just doing something very different. I mean, home movies was a spin-off, or was the same people doing a similar thing to Dr. Katz, but they refined the concept and the formula so much with home movies, it was really good. And they did all these, like, giant musical skits, because Brandon, whatever his name is, an incredible, especially, like, heavy metal musician. You ever see him do, like, the guitar riffs that they did in that series for the various music? It's super impressive. Okay. Keep your ice cream off of chat. It's just gonna get sticky. No, I couldn't do that, Hologram 1. I think I've already pushed my boundaries. Thank you, by the way, to everyone for not playing the Let It Go clip during the run. That was a concern that I didn't think of at all while I was running it, but that I'd considered beforehand. Let's do some Web Sudoku here. I'm just going to refresh the page in 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Web Sudoku. Oh, okay, so ones and ones and ones and ones. We know there's going to be one in here somewhere. We know there's going to be a one right there, because it has to be. And we know that there's going to be one somewhere in there. We're looking at the one and the one and the one. The one says across there and then down there, which means it's also got to be somewhere in there. The one coming across here is supported by those, leaves 3 spaces, so we won't mark them. Yeah, I think that's it for the ones. Twos now. 2 and a 2 means there will be a 2 somewhere down here, because of that 2, it's got to be right there. 2 and 2. We don't have any 2s in the top row. That's not helpful for the 2s. 2 like that and 2 like that means the 2's got to be there. So now we know that that 2 is going to be somewhere in here, but again, because there's none in the top row, it don't help us that much. The 2 here also doesn't help us. What do you want? 2s? 3, 4, 5. We need 6. 2, 6, and 9 here. 2, 6, and 9. So the 2 can be anywhere. What about the 6 and the 9? 6 has to be there, so now it's just down to 2s and 9s, and it can be either of those. So we'll mark them as mutual exclusives. In here, 1, 2, 3, we got 4, 6, and 8. 4, 6, so this has to be the, well, no, it doesn't have to be. It could be the 4 or the 6. It could be the 4, the 6, or the... Just go back to your 3s and stuff. Do the 3s. All right, 3s. You're jumping ahead, way too far ahead. 3s, there's going to be some in there, definitely. 3 like down like that means they've got to be in one of these 2 slots. This one we don't know about. 3 coming straight down, not enough information. 3 coming straight down and across there means it's got to be there. Okay. 3 coming all the way straight down there, no 3s on the bottom, so onto the 4s. 4. 4 and 4 means it's got to be in this column. And because of that one, it can't be that, so it's going to be one of those 2. Wow, for an easy, this one's taking a lot of work. 4's got to be in one of these 2 slots. We know that. 4 and 4 means that that's got to be a 4. Now we've got all the 4s along the bottom, but it doesn't help us with anything else. We'll go on to the 5s now. 5 like that and 5 like that means that it's got to be in one of these corners, and it can be in either of those corners. 5 coming straight down and then across means it's got to be one of those 3 slots, but we don't mark it if it's 3. Hello, we can mark it now because that's a 5. It's got to be because of that and that. So 5 and 5 means that it's got to be in one of these 2 slots. 5 going this way and there means it's got to be one of these 2. Can be either of them at this point. Wow, this is a lot of marked numbers for an easy puzzle. 5 like that and 5 like that means that that's a 5, which means that that's got to be a 3, which means that that's got to be a 4.
Fuck it up.
That's the one.
Don't give a shit anymore.
Yep.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Flip the tables, screw you all.
That's a double 3 there. That is indeed the... Okay, so how am I doing? I've screwed something up. I've definitely screwed something up. All right, we'll play it out anyway. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, so you'd have to be the 5 then. 5, 5, 5, we've got that. The 5 in here has to be here then now. Just take me out of the 6s, or close this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need the 6. Okay, so we're still doing what we were doing. 6s or 9s, that's the 6. That's not, no, it's not a 9 or a 6. What is it? It's a 6 or a 7. 6 or a 7 that we need here. So, same thing. 6 and 7. Yes. So 6, 6, that means this has to be the 6. Yes, we are onto Satan's number, and it can't be. So I have screwed something up, because 6, 6, and that's the only hole there. So this can't be the 6, that can't be... How am I doing? Wow, I am really off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6 and a 7. And there's a 7 there. This has to be the 6. You also need a 7. So there's a 7. Now 6, 6. There's no 6 here, so the 6 has to be here. But you're telling me that this 6 is okay there. 6, 6, and you're telling me that that 5 is okay there too. Something is not quite right in 2 of the cells. So, let's see. Competitive, show me the timer while I'm solving. Regular, relaxed, strict, only tell me about visible mistakes. Regular, helpful, show me the positions of the wrong numbers, because if I've already screwed it up, then just let me know. Allow multiple numbers to be typed in. See, it's the options were wrong. I thought it was telling me certain things, and it wasn't. I'm going to restart on this. And go. All right. 1. We're back to the 1s. 1 across like that, not supported, doesn't help us. 1 like that, 1 like that, 1 like that. There's your 1. Now we know that there's going to be a 1 somewhere up in there. We know that there's going to be a 1. Yeah, that doesn't... We know there's going to be a 1 somewhere in those 2. That's mutually exclusive, so it has to be along these 2 rows. So it's going to be like that. 2s now. 2 and 2 means that the 2's got to be on this row. 2 and 2 means it's got to be in this column, and it can't be that one because of there. 2 across like so, and then down like so, and down like so means that's your 2, which means now we know the 2 is definitely in this row, but we don't have enough information to reduce it to 2 cells, so we won't bother marking it. 3 will be there. Now, 3, 3 means that that's a 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. That's all the 3s except for right here, so we know we can get it. It's right there. Now, 4s. 4 coming straight up means that's got to be a 4, so what's left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 and 9. So you'd have to be the 9 and you'd have to be the 1 because of that 1 being there. We were working on 4s, were we? 4s? 4, 4, which means the 4 has to be there. It already is. 4 coming up like that and across like that means that that's the 4, which makes that the 1, which makes that the 1. Sticking with the 4s now, unless we've got them all. We don't. We still need 4s here in one of those 2 slots, and we need 4s here in one of those 2 slots. With those 1s, though, I thee wed. No, go to the 5s. 5 across layout, you already got a 5 there. So 5 and 5 means that the 5's got to be here because of that one. 5 across like so, and there means that the 5's got to be somewhere in there. 5 coming straight up like that and like that means that it's got to be in one of these 2. And since it does, that means this can't be a 5 anymore because it's got to be in that column. So there's a 5 for you. 5, 5 in up here means that it's going to be one of those 2, and I'm going to go on to the 6s now. I think that's all that I can do with that. I'm not sure, but I think. 6, as supported by that one, means that that's a 6. So now we got 6 and 6 and 6 and 6. And then 6 across like that, down like that. We know that it's got to be one of those, which means it can only be in this column anymore, so you've got to be a 6. In the middle, it's got to be that one, doesn't it? Because we got a 6 here, we got a 6 there, so now we've got a 6 here as well. Which tells us it's got to be this column, which means it's going to be like that, and then upward, it also tells us that it can only be in this column, and so it's got to be one of those 2. Now, onto the 7s. 7 across like that means that that's got to be a 7, which means that's got to be a 7. 7 and 7 means that there's going to be a 7 here because of that one. So 7 and 7, and then it'll be 7s in one of these 2 slots. 7 going straight up, and then across like that, leaves too many possible places to mark. 7 knocking all those out, and these out. And these out means that this is exclusively 6s or 7s in there. Go on to the 8s. 8 across like that. Just looking for any other 8. So it's in that column. Well, you have to be the 8, don't you? Because that's the only thing left there. So now we've got the 8's going to have to be in one of those 2. 8 cross like that. And that means it's going to be one of these 2. What else do you need other than an 8 in here? A 1? So the 1's going to be there, the 8's going to be there, which means that this has got to be an 8, which means that this has got to be a 4, which means that that's got to be a 4. Okay, some things are starting to collapse now, which is how we want it. This is going to be a 9. 8, 8, 8. 8 across like that. What about you? 2s and 8s is what you want? 2s and 8s, and it could still be either. Right? I think. Any other 8s that I could pick up here by process of elimination? And I'm going on to the 9s. 9 across like so means that any one of those 3 could be the 9s. That doesn't help. 9 coming straight up like that means these 3 means just these 2 because of that 9. 9 coming all the way across and then backed up like this still leaves too many spots for the 9. 9... here, and then there doesn't reduce that either. Brilliant. All right, let's look at the cells that have the least numbers still remaining in them. So we need 6s, 7s, or 9s. So you can't be a 7. You could be a 6 or a 9 here. 69. 6 or a 7. You can be and a 9 here. So 6, 7, or 9 there. And then for you, it's going to be 7 or 9 exclusive, which is also has to apply up here because of the column. So that's a 7 or 9 exclusive, and yeah, nothing reduces that as of yet. In terms of rows, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that's got to be an 8. That 8 doesn't help us. Doesn't look like it helps us. If I go up like that and like that, yeah, that 8 don't help us. If this is 6s and 9s here, then that has to be also a 6, 9 there, because they're in the same row. Let's see. Let's just look at this one now. We need 2s, 6s, and 9s in here, so you can't be the 6, but you could be the 2 or the 9? 2 or the 9 there. You could be the 2, the 6, or the 9 is how it looks to me. So that didn't reduce to anything that's particularly helpful, but we're getting there. Column, maybe? So this is going to be 2s, 8s, or 9s. What can you be? You could be the 2, the 8, or the 9. Cool, that's not helping either. Man, I feel that these are miscategorized in terms of easies. I should have been done with this like 3 minutes ago, if it's an easy. Just looking for rows and columns and things that I can work with here. So 2, 6, 9, and 5. 2, 6, 9, and 5 is what I'm being told here. So it can't be the 9. 2, 6, 9, and 5. I get my fingers on there. 2, 5, 6, 9. So you can't be the 9. You could be the 2, the 5, or the 6. Looks like it. You could be not the 2 or the 6. So you're going to be exclusively the 5 or the 9. None of that. It's not reducing to anything that actually, helps me in any, like, speedy way. 2, 5, 6, or 7 is what we're looking for across this row. 2, 5, 6, or 7. So 2, 5, 6, 7. It can't be the 2 here or the 5, so you're going to be exclusively a 6 or a 7 for there, right? And that means that you can't be a 6 there anymore. So now we're down to 2s and 5s is what these have to be. You can't be the 6. So you're a 2, 5, and you're a 2, 5, unless something makes that impossible, and it doesn't look like it does. But that's helpful to get those, worked down like that. It's supposedly... this column, there's only 3 left in it, and it's 2s, 5s, and 6s, and 1s. That's not right. The 1 can't be there anymore, because we've got a 1 down here now. I didn't notice that, so that's going to mean that this has to be the 1, and that has to be the 8, because they shared the same thing, which means you can't be the 8 anymore. And now there's no, like, reference to an 8 anywhere in here. 8, 8... you'd have to be the 8 then. Yeah. Maybe, I think. So you'd have to be the 8. Now we're down to 5 and 9 this would have to be, so that's a 5, and that's a 9, because there's already 9 there, and that's a 9, and if you're the 5, then that means you're the 2, and if you're the 2, you could still be either of those things. Now that we got a 9 here, it can't be the 9, that has to be the 6. If that's the 6, that has to be the 2. If that's the 2, that has to be the 9. If that's the 2, this has to be the 5. You can't be the 9 anymore, which makes you the 2, which makes you the 8, which makes you the 2. 6s and 7s and 9s across here. And there's a 7 there, and a 9, which means you have to be the 6, which makes you the 7, and you the 6, and you the 7, and you the 9, and you the 7, and you not the that. And now we're down to 6, 9, 6, 9, and because there's a 6 there, that means you'd have to be the 9, you'd have to be the 6, and how am I doing? I did it! Whew! That's an easy. That was an easy. Good God. 9 minutes and 9 seconds on an easy. That is a tough one. I think, anyway. How many of you solved it minutes before I did?
1, 2, 3, you're 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes! Amazing, that's how that one's supposed to work. It's not weighted on the length of your post or anything, but that's the reason that I put that broken voice in there, was because you get a long one, and then it, just kind of eats almost the entire thing, and I thought it was funny, and it's probably just annoying. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 monsters walking across the floor. I love counting to the number 4. Oh, you're counting with me to 1 less than 5, and 1 more than 3. Oh, we're counting to 4. Oh, let's count some more. 1, 2, 3, 4 penguins that went by the door. I love counting to the number 4. Oh, it rotates the advertisements. Oh, and that's for Comcast. Leave. So very slow compared to the old stuff. Yeah, I used to be a lot better. That was, I think that was a hard one. It would have taken me some time even when I was better at the game, but not 9 minutes, 9 seconds for an easy. I don't think. Leave, I say. Go thee elsewhere, foul, hideous creature. I could just about say we've come to the end of the live stream. I think we have. I think we've come to the end of the live stream. We've done all of the fun things. We've played Shenzhen, we've played Clustertruck, we've recorded our submission for this summer's GDQ in Clustertruck. What more is there to do in life? There wasn't even that to do in life. It was completely optional. It's pointless. Ontology. That was only one Sudoku. No, it was two. It was two. The first one I sucked at, and I only said I'd do one Sudoku. Oh, God, my back. My back. How's your back doing, everyone? I'm just looking on my desk here to see if there's anything interesting that's been coming up in my life to talk about. I posted that little bit of Zen that RMAJ just... Hold on, I'm not going to go into it or anything. I posted that little bit of Zen thing that we read last on the last live stream. I posted a link to that portion of the live stream on the r/Zen forums, and was pleasantly surprised to be responded to mostly, you know, with greetings and positivity, ultimately. It's really telling of the way that r/Zen operates, the way that, that the community responds. But yeah, ultimately I was surprised we responded with a generic sort of positivity and also, like, just a few haters. Like, that's all you can go for on r/Zen, is a few people who are going to jump up and say, "You don't know what Zen is! Zen is not anything that has to do with practicing Zen meditation. It's these 3 or 4 ancient masters whose readings you should read. And they will tell you the truth. You need not discover it on your own. And how would you, without the guidance of these 3 or 4 old men? But don't listen to the other old masters. Those old masters aren't actual masters. They were liars and deceivers. You need to listen to just these ones. And the reason you listen to just these ones is because I told you to." It's very, it's funny because that group who says that sort of a thing is very anti-religion. And they claim that Zen is, that what some people say about Zen is really Buddhism and the religion of Buddhism, and getting all twisted up into what Zen actually is. And then they're, you know, what they actually ask you to do is read these ancient works from people who spoke a different language and lived an entirely different life than you, and trust that they are the source of the truth. Which, if you're against religion, generally speaking, and don't want things getting muddied by it, is an interesting perspective to take. They would describe it differently. They would say, "No, we're just saying that there's a lot of charlatans and heretics masquerading as Zen masters out there." And it's like, yeah, you know what? You know what I learned? Through experience, is charlatans and heretics are very good teachers, you know? And if an individual stumbles onto a charlatan and a heretic, and they start training under them and learning from them, that's part of your karma. You know, that's part of, like, this is part of your learning process. If you stumble onto them and they mislead you and that sort of a thing, that's part of your karma. That's just natural. It's part of the you know, progress of getting to the point, of getting, you know, moving into and getting to the point of some kind of Zen experience, possibly awakening. You know, like, what comes to you, what you find, what stands in front of you, the places that you find yourself, no one else puts you there, you know? It's a big, wide universe, and things bounce around in ways that are, you know, bad things happen to good people. But all those bad things are fundamentally meant to happen to those good people. Not because it's a judgment upon them, but because it's just the way that the universe is ordered. It was going to happen since the beginning of it. You know? So, you know, it's fair enough to, you know, point and say, hey, don't listen to these people. They're full of it. But if you're going to do that, you might not want to, like, you might want to have some sort of justification for why you want to point to the other people and say, but these people aren't full of it. Other than that, and the reason you know that is because I'm telling it to you. And that is actually what I needed and why I ended up at a Zen center, and why I ended up a monk in training, is because I wouldn't take anybody's word for it. I wouldn't take anybody's word for anything, really. I've always been against that, even in school. You know, there were certain places where I just had trouble with certain, like, studies and certain intellectual pursuits and things that they were trying to teach me, because I'm the kid in class who's going to raise his head and say, why? Or how does that work? And the teacher's not necessarily going to know, possibly because the why of it is so incredibly advanced to understand, and for you to just, like, move forward in your studies at this point, you need to just accept this. Just accept this for now, and maybe someday, if you continue down this, road, you'll get to see and understand and get on the inside of it, get your hands on it, and understand the why or the how of what you're asking about. But at this point in time, just trust us. And I was the guy who was like, yeah, I don't really want to do that, Surely you can explain it to me. I'm a smart guy, I think. I was that guy. And I never stopped being that guy for possibly until very much today. And so Zen was the thing that I needed, because Zen...
Is this the real life?
Yes.
Is this just fantasy?
Yes. That is a direct answer to your question. Zen does not tell you anything. There's a lot of things that people talk about around Zen. There's a philosophy around Zen. I talk about it. I give Dharma talks on this channel every now and again on a Wednesday, Zen's Day, that kind of stuff. But that is just the stuff around. Okay, all right. See, I can stop that at any time is the thing. I actually have to just mute the desktop audio in order to stop it. The reason that Zen worked for me was because it doesn't tell you anything. It doesn't sit you down and ask you to read a book and say, trust this or believe this philosophy. It doesn't care whether you come in as a Catholic, an atheist, a Jew, Muslim. It doesn't care. It doesn't care at all. Sit down. Here's some methods. Meditate. Breathe. That's it. That's it. We're not going to tell you a damn thing. The philosophy of Zen that is non-existent is that the truth you seek is right there in front of you. And, no one can tell you it. You'll find it out for yourself. And here's some methods to do so. Very simple methods that don't ask you to believe in anything. That's what I needed. And so when I see people, on the r/Zen forums trying to tell you who you need to read and what you need to study, it's just, especially with the sort of anti-religion platform that they seem to be standing on while shouting it, it's like, but you're just forming your own new religion. Just telling people what they should read and what they should believe. That's not what Zen is to me. That's not how I found it, and that's not how the majority of people who practice it, describe it. And so you can either ask the majority to stop calling it Zen so that you can call it Zen and they can call their thing something else, or maybe the minority who seems to be cooking shit up out of nothing, maybe they should pick a different word for what you're doing. Call it something else, Easier for you to pick up your new imagined thing, or what you say is not new and imagined, but your very highly specific thing that the majority of people don't actually agree with. Why don't you just change what you're calling it so that there's less confusion? That's another big part of the complaints from that end of the community, is that people calling Zen things that it isn't. Well, there's a really good way for you to not be part of the problem. Pick up what you're selling and call it something else. Because I've heard the criticism, laid forward. I've actually had to read the criticism laid forward. That there's a lot of people out there that are using the cachet and the, just sort of the good, tasty, juicy vibes of Zen to lure people in and then just kind of teach them whatever. And yeah, that's out there. Just like it's out there in everything. Everything. Commercials, advertising, corporations, media, in your own house, in your own life. Yeah, that's going on out there. You know why? Because it's a human thing for humans that humans made to serve humans, and that's kind of what we do. But, if that's a concern of yours, that people are taking the name of Zen and attaching things to it that shouldn't be there, well, quit taking your specific philosophy and wrapping it around Zen and drawing people in and trying to say, this is the true Zen. Just call it something else. Take it somewhere else. Quit worrying about people calling Zen something. It's a word. It's an idea wrapped around something that actually is. And what I think it actually is what I experienced in, the dozens of Zen centers, Zendos, Zen halls, monastery temples, hermitages, mountain hermitages of, Korea, and as well as in America, the mountain hermitages in California. Like, all of these various people and all of these various places I went to, we're all in agreement that that is the practice of Zen. They actually, after I made that comment, at least one person linked me to an article written by this incredibly toxic person on the r/Zen forum, where he starts in by saying, those people in the monks, or those people with the shaved heads and the robes, those are very untrustworthy people. You should be very highly critical of what they're saying, because that's weird. They're weird. That's not normal to shave your head and wear robes. And true Zen masters always thought that was weird. I'm like, oh my God. That was in the dedication for his book. I started reading through. I didn't know it was the dedication. I read through 2 paragraphs and I was like, I'm not reading this. And I scrolled down a little bit and went, oh, this is before the chapter list? And I scrolled down again. Oh my God, it's before the introduction? Talk about poisoning the well. Huh? Wow. At the very least, a bad writer. Not even joking. One of the best ways to get to know and find your psyche, says RMAJ. What is? Okay. I just read through all that. Sure. Hey, everything works. Everything can work. Whatever you need. Whatever works for you. And honestly, if you're going to bring that up and I'm going to actually address it instead of just moving on and pretending that you didn't say it, I would say, yeah, absolutely. That submission, there is a very fine, all right, so if you're not reading chat over there, he's bringing up BDSM and saying, that can actually be a good practice. And I would say, yeah, on both sides of that, no matter which side of that you're standing on, there is a very, connected thing going on between the dominator and the dominated that requires an intense amount of trust and an intense amount of willingness that most of us don't actually get in our daily lives. Ice cream. Subspace. There's a very close relationship there of 2 people or more, I suppose, who very, very much trust one another. In order to participate in that kind of a thing, in the process of both submitting and dominating, it can be informative, it can be educational, it can widen your perspective on your own reality and expose you to something that, maybe once you've been exposed to it there, you realize how infrequently you have that level of connectivity with anyone else in the rest of your day, and then start to ask why and wonder why, and maybe change your relationships and try and get closer to people, because this shouldn't have to involve, chains and straps and leather stuff. Can't we all just get along? Can't we, connect better and deeper than this and trust one another? Hey, Pawn, do you see what I'm about? That's all I want in life, says RMAJ. That connection. To be fair, it is a little weird. I mean, not saying it's wrong to shave your head and live in a temple, but it's definitely outside what would be considered normal behavior. Yes, it's outside what could be considered normal behavior today. But, this is a practice that's been going on for 2,600 years. Have I got that number right? More than 2,600 years since Shakyamuni founded it, and before then, it was alive and well, just not, with any stamp on it for Zen. And people have been doing this for a very, very long time. Shaving your head means nothing. Wearing the robes means nothing. But it's the outward statement that this is what I'm doing that helps to reinforce the inward decision that this is what I'm doing. You know? If you don't wear the robes and shave the head, it doesn't impact your Zen practice at all, except for where it does, because people treat you differently. You know, if you're a practitioner walking around, if you're a monk, rather, if you're a monk walking around in jeans and a Metallica t-shirt, people are not going to, like, know, because you haven't communicated to them, that I'm doing a, you know, very specific practice. It's just that outward flyer, you know, it's, if you work at McDonald's and you're not wearing the McDonald's garb, then I have no idea that you work at McDonald's, and I don't know that I can ask you to make me a hamburger. And I also don't know, like, the nature of what our relationship should be. So, you know, it's like putting on a suit and tie because you're going to the boardroom, you know? You put on the robes and you shave the head because that's just the symbol, the symbology of now everybody knows what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do anyway, and hopefully they'll approach me with some kind of respect because I'm, you know, not perfect over here, and you can either make what I'm trying to do harder or you can make it easier, and also, hey, I'm a monk in training, maybe I have something for you. Maybe I can help you. You know? I'm not doing this just for me to make myself better. I'm doing this so that I can better understand myself, you, everything, and then maybe, you know, make us all a little more happy with what we are and what we've got. You know, that's the goal of a Zen practitioner. So, you know, if you're just walking around in jeans and a Metallica t-shirt, it's fine. It doesn't impact your actual Zen training, except when it does. And that's the duality of Zen, is like Zen can be anything. You don't have to look a certain way. You don't have to do a certain thing. But Zen is also incredibly practical because it's been being refined for thousands of years, and it's looked at the problems that, you know, or rather the people who are practicing Zen have looked at the problems that they have faced and that their students have faced, the difficulties of maintaining a practice in a larger world, and come up with the simplest, most practical solutions to those to try and mitigate it and make it easier for you to do what you're trying to do. It's very practical. And then I look back and see what you talk about. Hey, Kenneth, what the H is this? I clicked on Clustertruck. Well, we were done with Clustertruck, Kenneth. We put in our GDQ run, and it's been recorded, and I will edit it down from the recording, upload it to YouTube. It'll be up there, and then I'll pass it along to the submission committee. Unless when I watch the playback back, I think it's just really bad, and I don't have a chance of getting in for some reason. In which case, maybe I'll do it privately, or we'll do it again here on Twitch. But I think it'll be fine. I think it felt good, especially the longer we went on, the more comfortable that I got in my chair and in the game and whatnot. It's good. It's fun. So that part of it's done. We've also speed run Shenzhen IO Solitaire today. We've also played some Sudoku, and we've been here for 3 hours and 45 minutes. Which is why the live stream has come to an end. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm pretty much done now. I'm gonna go smoke some Send right now. Said Serbo Nutter 666 some time ago. I really should do that myself, actually. It's been maybe 2 weeks, and I'm just pushing it, you know? I'm pushing it to not take what I consider my medication for that long. I've been doing okay. Yeah. Even if I'm feeling good, there's a certain point at which you say, okay, let's not. Jeans are stupid. All right, bye all, says RMAJ. Yeah, we're heading out. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for being part of my Clustertruck SGDQ run. You know, you're going to be in there. The submissions are going to see it. And, you know, you helped. You helped. You made it fun. You made it funny. Playing the sound effects and everything. You know, if the GDQ panel watches all of it, which maybe not, I don't know. But if they watch through a considerable part of it, the fact that, you know, we've got a an audience here that's throwing things in and participating does me no harm in terms of them considering and saying, what does this person bring to GDQ? You know, does he have a community? Are there people interested? Are there people who are going to be paying attention, tuning in, possibly donating to a worthy charity? Those are all the questions that they'll have, and your participation here today, you know, if we get in, it will have helped. If we don't, I'll just blame all of you, because you never should have said what you said with the TTS. I don't know. I am the Ronin Ball, and that was the live stream. We'll be back here this Wednesday, right? That was Sunday already. Man, the week flew by. That was Sunday, so we'll be back here this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, and you know, now that we've put the Clustertruck run in, if I'm feeling like doing something else, we've been, you know, blasting away at Clustertruck to be ready for today. Today is over. So if I'm feeling good, I want to do something else, give something else a try. Maybe this Wednesday will be the first day that we haven't Clustertrucked in a good long time. Be there to find out. 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all again, seriously, and thank you for your support. Couldn't do it without you. Don't have a chance in hell without you. Especially 9-7. 9-7's awful. Pawn out!